Hi everyone, welcome to the Fishcord server thing.
Click on
Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below. Ryan reads every single comment. He responds to every single comment, even though he pretends that he doesn't. He will. There have been no comments, so that's why there's been none. And we've got the final.
Absolutely, don't forget that Fishcord is sponsored by Knight's Machine.
No, it's
What,
not.
is that official? No, he said it now.
Wait.
We've
I'm
got
not,
this recorded.
I mean, if it's sponsored by Nice Machine, we need actual monetary thing. Otherwise, it's sponsored by that game that NordVPN is sponsored by NordVPN. Then, if not,
I will give you a penny per year from our Patreon if it considers you to be sponsored by Knight's Machine.
Guys, I'm sorry to interrupt, but can I just tell you about Raid Shadow Legends?
Never gets old.
Anyway, we've got Brad, who is playing Scar 1 again, and we've got Luke, who is playing, I haven't actually looked, Legion, because you never see Legion on the table anymore.
We talk about how you're pronouncing Brad like bread.
Huh?
You're pronouncing Brad like bread.
No, it's Brad.
Bread.
Bread.
The brown bread.
No, Brad, not
Because
Bread.
you got toasters on the mind, darling.
Alright, it is, I think, working. I can't hear
sounds
them.
phenomenal.
It's very weird. Right, what's he playing?
No
I'm
idea.
going to assume Animag and Scarlon.
No.
I refuse to believe that. Tell me I'm
Abby.
wrong.
That is Abby too.
No. I just saw Hellmouths and just assumed. I apologise.
I mean, that's because the best themes include Hellmouths. That's basically why.
Whoa,
Yeah.
are you dissing Oracles here, Dean? Oracles
Yes.
are minion models.
Yes, I am. I don't even feel like I need to expand upon that point. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I'm going to assume this is in Ravens, just because there's two
Sounds good.
Harriers, which would have been a free option.
Let's make sure I remember to deploy at 10.
Can't see any other reason for that as a choice.
I should say in the lists. Oh, if I click list, it fucking pops open the list. That was my bad. I hate that everything is shared.
Who's going first?
I mean,
Luke?
Luke, he's on the 7-inch
Luke
line.
was, yeah, because he's already deployed.
Oh, we got a Meccano Shredder. Oh, excitement abounds.
It's a right
that
quest
the-
model, so instantly it's broken.
I wouldn't actually go that far with the Meccano Shredder.
Is there a Dr. Stygius on the table?
Yes.
We have 2 Riot Quest models.
Yep, that is it.
So whilst
Right
we're
quest,
deploying,
making a
Barry, how do you
appearance.
feel about the most recent Right Quest model that's been released as, in quote, a narrative solo?
Which one is this?
I don't know his name. He's clearly not going to be that important. But
Have
they
I got to
announced it would be
find it
narrative.
and then link it for Barry? 1 second.
I like that it will be narrative.
I think they should all have been narrative. So you can't use them in competitive play, but you can use them in friendly games.
Here you go, Barry.
Haha.
It is Sabretooth Morg. He is a online store exclusive, so you will not see him outside of America either.
That's it.
Hmm.
So,
I don't know what the WR is meant to mean.
in what? Sorry, in the online exclusive one.
So it's got on the War Machine Horde card, it's got WR at the top instead.
Winter Rampage?
Stalkers.
Oh yeah, because Winter Rampage 2020's finished, hasn't it?
Yes, they did say that, didn't they?
Quickly work out because you threatened. Is it
Bizarrely.
As I said, right, PP have clearly moved to
On the
Australia,
blue ones, yeah.
So if it's there,
or if not, somewhere in the
safe
Southern
point
Hemisphere.
is Probably
I just don't know.
safe point is actually just out the zone.
Stupid.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Event 1257, Ryan.
There's just so many on Conflict Chamber. So many.
No, they're 12 base. So Gang Fighter
So-
to a 14, Dark Shroud to a 16, Feet to a 21.
Oh, look at that flag. Look at that flag. That's amazing.
Do you know what's really upsetting?
I'm thinking about.
The actual map for the last round, which would have been bunkers,
Mhm.
there was a
you pop one.
flag in an acid pool, a flag in a forest, and a flag in a fire cloud.
Yes.
One there.
Your personal favourite kind of setup, Barry.
Yep.
That would have been really good.
I hope you realise what you've done, Barry. You know, putting flags in fires and
There.
stuff like that.
And then this one.
I'm using the terrain to direct how the game is played, and that is how terrain should be.
You're
Imagine.
going to find in Steamroller 2020, it's specifically going to state that flags cannot be inside.
Feet. I don't know.
If they
That
do
would
that, I will be quite
exclusively
sad.
awful.
Well, maybe not inside terrain, but can't be inside, what do they call it? Hazards.
Hazards. I will be very sad if that happens.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. In all fairness, like it made
All right, that's,
picking table
that's you,
sides
buddy.
more tactical on this map as well.
Yeah.
The
Which
flags
is always nice because first turn is such a big thing. It makes, if you do lose the dice roll, a bit more relevant, which is always a bit cute.
Yeah, because it's not. It's if you've not got immunity to fire, it's a problem if you're just going to dump a solo next to it.
or incorporeal.
True. Well, Incorporeal has immunity to fire, so.
So, Dean, seeing as you've actually played Legion, how do you feel about this into Scar 1 then?
I think that's me. I have no prey. You have no prey.
So-
buddy, good luck, and over to you.
Virtual handshake.
You've always got the advantage of
Absolutely.
Hellmouth's threatening
So
stalker
start off,
placement,
you go
which is really
there.
nice. It gives you a bit of a buffer that you wouldn't normally
Um,
get. Biggest
you've got
issue
the
though
knockdown
is
apart from
Matt's
the
6
great
against Stalker's defense of 15.
Yeah.
So you're relying on 9s at that point, which is pretty risky. And Abby does absolutely nothing for that. But we have got Seraph, which means we've got access to Flare.
Mhm.
Which is quite nice.
Just running.
Can add a little bit to that. I don't know, it's not absolutely awful.
Into there.
And then, Dean, on the flip side, as the permanent caretaker of Susan's crypt models, how do you feel as a crypt player playing into Abby 2?
Unfortunately, Susan doesn't own any Stalkers, so he's never played this list.
That is true. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel. I said I've never played with
I
Stalkers.
don't know, so,
It's
like-
not someone I've really played with often.
Both lists here
And the other ones are just going to go.
are near enough exactly the same as they would have been before new models, because both lists now have a +2 to charge ranges.
Yep.
Because of the Mechanic Shredder and because of
And
Gatsby. So
Oh, Gatsby, yeah.
that's completely irrelevant because, you know,
Well,
all
it
of
doesn't,
Legion's
it doesn't
living
against the
and
Mechano Spreader, though.
most, apart from the Mechanic Shredder.
Seraph's going to go. Seraph's going to spend one to cast Slipstream.
Fantastic.
So in terms of threat ranges, does it go to the Legion player
Slipstream triggers.
with a
So-
Slipstream and a Mechanic Shredder?
It's Proteus is the thing here which
Um,
complicates it, because between Slipstream, Alpha Hunter, and Mechanic Shredder, he's speed 5 normally, goes up to 8 on the charge, 10 because of Slipstream, 12 because of Mechanic Shredder, 4-inch melee gives him. I lost
18, Dean.
18. I lost count partway through that. I apologise.
Okay.
18 inches, which I'm pretty sure is further than anything Scar can produce.
I mean, you're looking at a Stalker pretty much walk and leap range.
Right.
So 13.
They walk 6, leap 5. Melee range.
Bracer
So
for it.
That's
it
12 inches. I believe.
technically goes to the speed 7, right?
Bracer.
Oh, there might be speed 7 actually. I
Yeah.
might be full of shit.
I think it's
Choose
13.
an advance.
So
Sounds about right. I should really play against Taker more.
Check everything else. I'm good. So I'm going to push myself a little bit further, just so I'm out. Nah, screw it. Stay in there. Stay in the trench.
Are they speed 7? I'm gonna have to look that up now.
I'm pretty sure. I always try to remember them as like mechanical rakes.
I'm pretty sure they're 13.
I'm
And
not familiar with any.
Golab
no
threats more
speed.
than that as well, doesn't he?
Golab 7 normally, 10, 11. He can threat up to
Oh,
15 in this list.
15.
They
yeah.
are speed 7.
So the range advantage definitely goes to Legion, and like with the
I don't-
tentacles as well.
yeah. Maybe even further. I don't even think I can count Alpha Hunter into that,
Well, for 1 and 1.
which is really nice against Stalkers, being able to threaten that far. And every one of those models can
Kill 1 to
easily
2.
kill.
As long as they're hitting, they're pretty much killing.
Creeping Chaos Animus, could be super valuable here.
One's
I'm
aiming
lying.
at-
I'm lying. By the way.
We don't have many people playing Legion locally. What does Creeping Horror do? Creeping Horror?
Creeping
Whatever you-
Chaos, wasn't it?
I think
Creeping
it's
Chaos.
Creeping Chaos. It's Proteus' Animus. If you're in base-to-base contact with him, you have -2 defense and can't move except to change facing. Costs 2.
So can you still advance?
Into that.
Yes.
I'll also roll.
Okay, it doesn't get round the Stalker Leap then.
No, you can still leap off of it.
And there. Oh,
You'd have to change facing though.
run
Interesting.
shredders.
Now, I may only just be coming back to this, but my perception is it's going to be really, really hard for Legion not to get massively hit first here. Is there a caster somewhere in the Legion mix that I can't see that is going to prevent that? I am guessing from the presence of Bracer and Abby 2 that it is in fact Abby 2.
Yep.
They were some
I
fantastic.
don't know what.
Those were some
away,
good
but
words.
Abby 2 might be Abby 2.
No, and the
Yeah,
shredders.
my brain did not catch up to my mouth there, my love. One of them is far more efficient than the other.
If Luke plays this safe, he's got no reason to go into any of these zones.
Staying out of your.
But of course,
So
Indeed.
if he's just contesting with the Hellmouths to begin
So
with,
just gonna go to there as well.
he should be fine.
the thing
I'm
is, though,
honestly
it's-
surprised that Hellmouth in the bottom right didn't just sit behind that
The
building.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just having the tentacles out.
So the issue with that, I think,
You just don't
is
score.
that if you tempt a stalker in to deal with the Hellmouth, it's like it's a trade. Don't get me wrong, you're still losing a resource, but you've captured that stalker, and it means the stalker is doing something that isn't going for a heavy. Which I think in a list that's so built around the battle group as this Legion list appears to be, that would be the superior trade that Luke can offer in this situation. Like, if he goes in with this Stalker, he kills a Hellmouth, that's better than him going in with Stalker, fucking up like half a Seraph or half an Araph or whatever, or just taking it off, and then the Hellmouth trying to kill him back. Does that make sense?
And then the next one.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can
Because
see that.
Brad, unless Luke really cocks up here, is not going to be able to deliver everything on Scar 1's feet turn.
Alright, so I've got a couple
Because
questions.
Fundamentally, her threat ranges are pretty.
The feet part of
Fundamentally, her
so I know
threat
between feet
ranges
and Alpha Hunter,
are
covers,
pretty
like,
static.
speed, strength,
Mhm.
math,
Outside of
and all the
Asphyxious as
nuances here.
Extender,
What of it comes
there's
from the feet?
not really
feet
a
is
great
plus 2
deal
strength,
that she can do to increase them, if
flights,
anything. So,
Charge melee, yeah.
as long as Luke
Yeah,
can play
charge
around. Now,
melee,
does he have a Seraph in
plus 2
here
strength.
anywhere? He does.
Yeah.
Alpha Hunter then is
So the
speed and
one thing that he's got
Yes.
going for him
Okay.
is that he can match threat range and with
No,
his
what's the
speed.
range
More.
on a
He's more than Mark. He's
Yeah,
got
the
a cannon
Mechanic
shredder in as
Shredder.
well.
Range 6.
Oh, the Mechanic Shredder as well.
That's the spell that
Yeah.
already has, right?
So
Yeah,
that's
correct, yeah.
definitely something that works in his favour, and
That's
it's
her
good
only
that he
offensive
chose
nuke
first turn as a
spell-wise.
result. However,
Yes.
I think
So
that
you can slipstream a
because
spell
Crix
martyr,
have
so
chosen
if
to
you
go
should
second
do
here,
so,
or
it
being
would
given
run
the option to
effectively
go
12
second,
or 14.
they don't
12
really
for
need
speed
to
roll.
come into these threat ranges because Luke's going to have to posture
Alright,
for
so
scenarios you guys
18
indicate.
away with hexbolt
And-
targets, and then
Eventually,
in this list
he's
as
going to have to
well,
come into the
with
zone. So
full
wherever
steam
these
and
stalkers are
slipstream,
standing,
go
they're
out
going
for
to
at
get
least 15,
some
is that right?
targets, probably. And
Without Alpha
also,
Hunter?
if
Yeah,
Luke
15.
tries to trade, the only
And
hit and
Christ,
run
that's
option he
16.
really has is Golab, right?
16,
The
yep.
only
And
model
those
with
are
access
both,
to
again,
sprint
without
outside of
Alpha Hunter.
Absolunia herself.
That's correct.
No,
yeah.
Nerif has it
That's
natively.
only if they try
Naraf
and
has it
move
natively.
everything,
Okay,
but
so
yeah.
there's two options
I
to
have
sprint
enough of
in, and
those
I'm
for
proving
you
myself to be a
to make
complete
it
idiot
work.
when I'm tired. Hey ho.
Yeah.
Point is though,
Alright.
there's
Well,
not
let me figure
everything
out
that
what
wants to
puts
come
us.
in can get back, and not everything that wants to get back will be able to get out of threat range of whatever it goes in on.
Mhm.
So if there's a cluster of two stalkers and one slightly back, Nerf comes in and kills one, sprints away. That Nerf is dead next
Hypothetically,
turn, and you have to
I'm not
find
moving
something
on
else to
yet,
kill
of
that new stalker.
Yeah, that's fine.
And because of the nature of Scar's list here, I think that Brad is in a position to pretty trivially trade up with whatever goes in on these Legion heavies. So the Legion heavies have to be able to go in, get out, go in again, and then that is hopefully
Target my
enough
objective next turn,
to
which is good.
get them through to the end game without
Alright.
losing to
Alright, well, focus
the
happens.
pieces
We
that Scar can
all
leverage at that
warjacks,
point
all
to
cast
finish
multiple
off anything that's
focus.
limping or such. Also, it's a scenario that's very vulnerable potentially to Scar
And
just blowing
then-
it out.
Spell martyrs are Isle of Sight, yeah?
Like,
What do you mean by that?
No, they're
scoring
not
5 is not a,
So,
scoring
is that a
5 in
yes?
one turn is not
No,
impossible.
no,
here.
out of sight.
It would be difficult,
So,
and it would require mistakes
Abby
to be
can't
made,
ignore stealth or
but
clouds for the
it's something
hexables.
that Luke has to be
No,
aware
she
of.
can't.
Or even just scoring
But your
4 and
Warbeast
threatening
are,
the
so they can
scenario
try
next
to shoot
turn.
at it.
Because if there's a
Uh,
bunch
does
of
Skull
Scar
have
1's
Isle of Sight?
pieces in your face
No.
speeded on,
No.
then you're going to have to deal with them, or attrition is going to be a problem. However, you
Yeah,
also
no,
have
he
to
doesn't
make
have
sure
Isle of
that you're
Sight.
contesting the scenario in an impactful way,
the
or
Shredder
she's just going to
does
score
like
4,
attack.
then go again,
Shredder
score maybe
does,
1 or 2,
Shredder
depending on how many you've had to
does.
score, and go.
Oh boy. How the hell do I approach this?
Have we actually considered how good the shredders are in this list against
I
stalkers?
don't want to put my behind a 4-inch
There's
wall.
4
That's
shredders
possible.
here.
Are there? I must confess, I have not looked too closely at the list, so when I was describing the main assets as the heavies, that's because the heavies are what I can physically see.
No, that's. I mean, I just had to click on one to find out what it was. There's actually 4 shredders here,
Interesting.
and under Abbey 2 into stalkers, they're actually going to do a number. Charging for free.
And Abby with a
7,
slipstream threatens how
pound
far
strength.
melee?
10 weapon masters, I want to say, effectively.
9.
To be honest, there's a lot of Warbeasts in. You've got 2 Harriers there as well.
I'm pretty sure they're just there because they're free options.
11.
Yeah.
Not going to lie.
14 and then feet to 16.
13.
And a Blight Wasp.
I'll quickly map it out. So I've got Slipstream as well.
Blight was 100% there just so you can give
Yeah, he did.
overkill to
He
a
did.
Warby.
He did mention
Alright,
at
so
the beginning
7,
that
plus 2 for
Brad
Slipstream, plus 2
deliberately
for
didn't drop the other
Steam,
list because of that White Wasp.
Then plus 3 for charge, and then
That's
plus 3
phenomenal,
for
being able
reach,
to
16.
actually fend off a whole list
Okay.
because of a 4-point option.
Slipstream, full steam, yeah.
It's just
Not
an
what I was
insane
expecting.
amount of Warbeasts on the table, though.
The thing is,
I mean,
like, he
there's,
can-
still,
he can
there's a lot
afford
of
to throw
jacks
away
as well
stuff.
if you look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but War Machine can cope with more Warjacks more easily.
Okay, let's start
You
moving
got to
some
remember,
models here.
Abby
I
2
think I just
has
wanna go
aggressive,
with Scar first.
which
I don't think
alleviates
doing
a
it
lot
on
of the
fighters is
issues
too
Yeah.
bad.
that halls, large hall lists have.
I think we're gonna have Scar activate and run. I guess he's not really running that far, but we'll go there.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, I mean, lots of Warbeasts does mean
Let's go
higher output
next
potential
with
than Warjacks because you just don't have the focus to manage that many Warjacks.
Icos. Well, let's figure out where to put Icos Doctor
But-
5 again. One more time.
So afterwards, you have no threat.
Those to go there.
Alright, sorry, I've just been sorting out the
Yeah.
stream.
So I
audio.
can get there just running around that stalker, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that if that's alright.
Yeah, so
So we'll go there. We'll go with
So I think
Scar
that Luke's got
Stalker
enough
on the
pieces
side as
to
well.
try to early trade here,
yeah.
but it's going to be hidden is the problem because you don't want to chuck away any of
Put
these
ourselves
heavies to
here.
go with.
no, absolutely not.
we'll go with the
I, just,
Ripjaw.
I keep looking at
Against Bone on the
Proteus on
run.
that right-hand side,
Yeah.
though. But then, right, need to remember this time that the Crix list has got gangs,
Yeah.
Warjacks.
Yes.
Come a little farther over to
I
the
mean,
side.
but it's A being Legion, it's B
Go there.
Legion, and C Legion heavy war beasts.
We're
they
gonna
will
go
die
with Licious
to
Talon.
Normal
running.
Scar one, let alone
Yep.
with the gang. So I would just assume that if a stalker touches a heavy, it dies.
We'll go there.
Doesn't sound
Let's actually
untrue.
go with Lich now. I think.
Right, at least Gaspy's got
Let's get
clouds
where I want him.
basically.
So
running
Lich is
here.
gonna go. He's gonna go ahead and
They help against
move
tentacles,
forward to.
but that's
no,
about
he
it.
certainly cannot.
Do they not
Yeah,
help
don't
against
go
Girl
with
Lab?
Lich.
Girl Lab
So
have
he can
Eyeless.
just be
He
a-
does not have Eyeless.
Does he not?
No.
No,
no.
it doesn't.
How strange.
Yeah, not going with Lich. I
He's the
apologize.
only Warbeast with
Yes.
eyes.
Check
Let's
me
go
out
with
knowing things
Scar
about
Stalker.
Legion.
Gonna go and run.
I'm so impressed.
Yep.
The only war beast with eyes in Legion. Is that what we're going with?
Well, okay, fine. He's the only one that's not a I forgot what they're
That
called now.
seems fine. Outside of 15
ones
from
no one ever uses,
Collab, I
Dave.
can't get pulled from that. A Harrier threatens
Angelii?
how far with full steam and
Nephilim?
Nephilim, yeah.
just-
Nephilim
yeah,
are
just-
eyeless
I guess
sighted, are they?
just bait stats
Yeah,
are
they're
fine.
on the side.
Full speed.
What else says
Entry
eyes,
7 goes to 9, charge is 12, under feet 14.
I'm pretty sure it's just go there, but I was one you up.
I don't
And it
think
worked.
you're gonna feed
Thanks,
next
Dave.
turn. But
Oh, well.
if you want a full steam of
Pass.
Slipstream, then I can't stop you. That seems a little difficult.
You really made me question it then.
Yeah, so we'll go there.
I was like, I really forgot something here.
This Stalker will go.
Yeah.
Same thing, we'll come out to here. This Stalker will go.
I don't know what the AoE
Pull
is.
up, can't see
was
through
that AoE
clouds.
on that
That's a
before?
succubus.
Slipstream to the side, doesn't
Yeah,
fix that.
Succubus has access to a cloud.
That follows
Yeah, I
the
think I just wanna go
succubus,
there.
if I recall.
The model that you put
That
it on,
seems
yeah.
fine.
see it,
Alright,
yeah.
now I'll go with Blitch. He's gonna go and run. I think we want to go like right there.
Yep.
His unit will run.
So is Golab definitely 15?
So I just did
Are
this
you
math
thinking it's
earlier.
more or less?
18 inches for whoop some hex bolted.
Speed 7
Alright,
base, 10 for charging.
it's including
one
the
inch melee,
slipstream.
Trent
So I
Seven,
can
eight,
go.
You got
That's the
13 for
spell marker.
slipstream, 15 for mechano shredder. You can get to 17 if you can trigger Alpha Hunter.
I mean, Gatsby is in range of
So
that.
I can come down to here, not be
That is a full camp
victim
Gatsby, but-
to Alpha Hunter.
I mean,
This one-
Gatsby is a tanky.
I wouldn't trust Golab to kill
No.
full
Could
camp
go in front.
Gatsby.
No, because then Abacan is.
I mean, if you think about it, Susan,
You say you're
Susan,
running
Ryan,
two unit, or
that's
you say
effectively a
you're running
Gatsby there with.
No, I'm just
I
running.
mean, is Golab
I'm
going to
running.
get 5 attacks on him?
Get free charge.
6 attacks
6
Nine.
attacks.
if you don't try and sprint.
So
Yeah.
if you were to
Alright,
assume
we'll go there
you've
with
got
that one, and then this last
5
one will.
attacks on it, he's effectively
come
got
forward
an
right next to
additional
Scar here.
25 HP from that focus. Do you
We're
really
gonna go with
think
Stygius,
Golab
who
is going to do
will just kind of walk up base to base behind
So
this Ripjaw. We're gonna
42
rip sack
damage.
the probe that's right next to Scar.
with his attacks?
So
I
I'll
mean, he
toss
gets
some
Weapon
table
Master
side.
after the first one, if he damages.
Who's got
Getting
finish
me
here?
next round 4.
And he
We'll
will
mark
be
that on
at
Scar real
9,
quick.
because we've triggered Alpha Hunter at this point.
Rip sack 4.
What's his
Okay.
power strength though?
Let's start moving with the rest
I
of
want
the
to say
stuff here
13
again.
on the claws,
Let's go
15 on
to
the beaks.
Icos.
Oh, he's actually got 3
He's
initials,
gonna
not
move
2.
a bit. He's going to spend 2 for
He's got
escort.
7
We'll put it up
attacks.
now.
Let me double check that one sec.
And he's just gonna walk.
You
He'll go
probably
there.
could
That's
do
fine.
it then, provided you don't have some awful dice. But
Void Archon will go. So
I suppose the
because you
question
don't have
is, do you
full
want to
steam,
sacrifice
I can
Golab to
actually
take
be
out
13 for this, assuming I'll
Gatsby?
give you a full steam
And 2
target, so I can
talons.
do that. And the Hellmouth pulls
think
it
that's
from
worth
what
it.
distance?
This is presumably the same list as
11.6.
yesterday.
It's
For
from the mall, right?
with the
So
talent.
it has to be within 8 inches of the helmet.
yeah,
Yeah,
because,
so I'm at 11.7,
two
so
talons and,
can't get
Yeah.
whoops got you.
Yeah, I think that's worth it. Talons are what, 7 points each?
yeah.
Any other heavy
Yes,
other
Talon's
than
7
Orc
points,
to
yeah.
me? I guess you can shoot me with a Seraph.
Um,
Nerif threatens how far with just full steam? Actually, full steam doesn't matter.
Yeah,
just with
I
the
feel
field.
like that's worth it. You take
But-
out Gatsby, who's the source of Dark Shroud.
With just Slipstream,
Take out 2 talons.
no
I
fee.
think that's absolutely worth
is
Golab.
only 11.
Yeah, but I think
Although
it's
if you do
too
feet
easily
with
susceptible
Golab-
to bad dice. Like
It
if,
is.
if he has a single roll of bad
Threat
dice, I
range
think
goes
that runs
to
over.
a.
Hmm.
Like if that charge doesn't.
Yeah, alright, so
Doesn't
let's
do
go a
it.
little further back.
Because in
The
reality,
charge
how much damage
yeah.
does that charge actually need to do to trigger finisher for the next
Here.
attack?
So if we're assuming he's going in with the power 14, he'll be dice off
A
dice
little
off
further to the
8,
side.
essentially, so he needs to roll a 9.
You take into effect the focus, yeah, there, yeah.
I mean, provide.
Because like if that roll goes bad, that runs over at that point. If you don't get finisher on the first one,
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, fair point. Fair point.
I'm assuming we've got no ice switches, because can't take them. Yep.
no.
It's always a shame.
No, I think
Do you
that's
have
just
Trish
dumb. I
Chest?
think I just like hang out over here.
Right, you?
She's
fine.
not in range, so ignore that.
This Talon will go, it's gonna run.
Yeah, you would have 7 attacks, but I just think that
I just think it's
Stuff
too
is
it's
gonna
too
happen.
it's too easily going to go wrong.
yeah.
Like after the atrocious game that we saw yesterday, which was
some of those dice.
4 gate. They think that I would not try.
Let's have a
Goes
let's have a look
there.
at what Barry's little special any dice thing, shall we?
I can throw it together if you
Warwick
want.
Cyrus
Right.
is gonna go
So
run.
I'm assuming you're hitting everything because otherwise
I have
Can't be bothered.
tactician to move through the raider
Um,
captain currently.
So the first attack's going to be a 3d6 dice off 8,
Yeah, essentially.
and then the second one is going to be
We'll go here.
assuming we get
Raider
finisher.
captain will go.
Mhm.
So that's going to be a 3d6.
That's with an 18. So that's
Off 8
not
again or
bueno.
off 9?
No, it's gonna
9.
be
Let's go with an
minus
inch of the
9.
wall
9.
outside of 18. I think
Then
that's fine. Let's go right
another
there.
off 9 for your second,
Next
your
one,
third
XR will
initial.
go. XR is going to go
Then
and
we're
bring
buying
herself
3 off
to
8s.
here.
Yep.
You can buy 4.
And we'll go ahead
Okay,
and give
one.
dodge to
So I
Scar.
would say
just in
3 because you want to
case.
sprint.
Yep.
We'll throw in 4 just to see what the odds are.
Let's go.
Right. How
with
many boxes
this
of gas we
War
got?
Siren.
17.
17.
Ooh,
It's
17 for no reason.
Just
So if
right.
you need, you might as well then add 25 HP
I'll
to
go
that for the
here.
5 focus.
Raider captain somewhat
Uh,
short.
oh, hang on.
No, we're doing that in terms of the armor.
Yeah, we're doing that by dice off 8 and dice off 9. We're already accounting for focus.
Goes
Okay, so the
there.
last dice then, if we assume
Dirk
he's used all his
Sears
focus, will be
will
minus 3.
activate and run.
Okay, that changes it quite considerably. 23,
Staying
22,
outside of
21,
18 of a
20,
spell martyr.
19, 18, 17. It's probably about 70%.
You've assumed he's hit every attack there.
I have, yes. I told you I was from the beginning. Um,
I'm just re-emphasizing.
what matters
That
go?
was my incredibly painful
Yep,
position. of turn. I
9
apologize
because
for
we're
that.
assuming he's
Lucas,
triggered
we'll
out
get back to you,
hunters for all this.
9 with an
stuff.
eye.
What is he triggering that from?
I mean, that wasn't part of the conversation. You just said he'd be in range.
Yep. Anyway.
I mean, worst comes to worst, you run a spell master up the right hand side and you try and hex bolt
Random solo.
An annihilation.
Satix's captain over
Yeah.
there.
My T3 back.
I mean, Annihilation Servicer would be favourite, but I just don't think there's one
Um,
in a position where you can get to it.
Succubus does that for me.
Okay. Yeah, you're.
There's one on the left, Dean, by the Void Archon, and there's a spell martyr on the left hand side.
Is it within 16?
Pretty safe.
What's
No, no, it's not.
what's Gatsby's defense? I could do it if you really want.
14.
14. So we're at 5s. If we're at 9, we're at
All
Yep.
good.
yeah. 5s. What's the likelihood of 5s on 2d6? Genuinely putting that into a calculator. My brain's not going.
That- I mean, that's Luke's obviously looking for something similar because he's just lined up that spell martyr.
So your guys
See if you can get in range.
13 bar Ikios's, which is
So you've got
the blue ones.
80% chance
Yep,
of
still
it.
third and 15. The Talons, because of Bloodthirst, also third and 13.
Oh, that's pretty.
There is a way to do this with any dice, but my brain's not going. And
Oh, yeah.
I mean, do you know what? I'm just going to throw it in odds machine.
yeah, it's probably for the
Uh,
best.
I guess
Hearing some
the only things I
maths
can't
needs to be
Bloodthirst
done.
are mechanics
It's-
and objectives.
It's mostly that I can't be bothered. I have a calculator that will tell me like the percentage chances of dice rolls,
That's
but
13,
there's a way to do
just
if
about-
statements
you
and
say
do like an
13,
if
yeah.
2d6 greater than 5
For Talons,
um,
yeah.
for the to hit rolls, but I really can't be bothered to do it.
Cool. So what's next?
Got one.
Well, potentially just talk about throwing Golab into Gatsby and just seeing
Nothing that's
what the likelihood of that succeeding would be.
Gatsby. No.
Okay.
If everything hits, it's 70%, but it's 5s to hit, so there's a good chance not everything hits.
6, 8.
Like one of those probably misses.
15. He's out as well.
Yeah,
Oh, you don't
I
mean
think that's
through
the
in
same
the
as you,
actual
it's
sense of the
pretty,
power attack. You mean just going in?
It's a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that is just Nod's machine thing. I'll leave you to that.
Nothing in
So,
range of-
if we are
No,
saving
nothing
for
in range of
sprint,
Mammoth.
so we're looking at
And that's
6
7
attacks,
range,
it's about 36%. If we don't worry about the sprint, that takes it up to
Okay.
60.
fair enough.
Let's take these guys.
And honestly, I just
and go
don't think the sprint
run.
really achieves much.
I don't think
unless you're
if you're
sprinting
Gatsby, I
deeper.
don't think
You
sprinting.
haven't got any overtake of you or anything.
Unless
like
you're
that.
just sprinting deeper. That's the only way.
Okay, yeah,
No.
I can see that.
Okay.
But then that just comes down to the fact of how well did that go? In reality.
No, just the Void Archon does Void Archon things, and then Raider Captains have sprint.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Void Archon, right. Pain. God.
Do my very quick check
yeah,
of has
yeah,
anybody
let's go
won the
there.
game yet?
What's the answer?
No, they have not.
That's a shame.
I'll move that there. I'm actually not.
That's
set
disappointing,
everything.
Ryan.
No, it's very sad times.
Do you reckon he's trying to keep that nerf just out of Stalker jump and kill range?
No, we'll be in range missing.
definitely going to be a valuable piece throughout the game. Coil, just a fantastic rule to make sure you can deal with the stalkers.
Proteus, where can you go? You're not.
Mm-hmm.
So Proteus can go roughly.
I don't know if I'd put
about there,
Proteus
not
anywhere
in
near
range,
that
then
far
he's
up.
got that shredder back.
Is he actually in range of
So the
anything
shredder's
though?
also
There?
move.
You got to bear in mind the stalkers are capping out at 13.
No, 2 of them got an escort, haven't they?
Oh, without getting in the way of him.
Oh, from my cost.
You can get to that.
Yes. So 2 of them 15. Which are the?
Yeah, shredder's going to push
Blue...
himself
Oh,
to
I
there,
think it might be the
Proteus is gonna go
3
to there.
blue ones.
You got no pull.
No, I
effects,
can't.
have you?
It could
Apart
be because they've
from
got extended
Atos,
control range,
but
haven't
he's-
they?
'cause he's got
I'm just
drag.
making sure I'm not lying to you
Doesn't
here.
make sense.
Let me just
Yeah,
actually
I
check the
have
list first, and we can see.
yeah,
how many
double-
I
people
cost
check the
only
list.
some small base models, and it's only
Icos
range 6.
is blue, so it would make sense for.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it is.
But-
there's 2 stalkers on it.
Beautiful.
I was gonna say because otherwise
Is
Scar's battle
Shredder's
points don't
gonna
add up.
No, actually need to get a.
So it's the two red ones. So as long as he's out of 15,
So
which he's not.
That
Sword
number
names
2
are
is
there,
within
touch the
15.
flag.
This is what I'm saying. I would not give up Proteus at all here. Like, I
And
feel like
then
one stalker probably
need to make
kills
sure
him.
we are out of 6
Mm,
inches
Defeated on?
with the shot.
Proteus
feet-
is armored.
feet
I
are-
don't want you
2.
hitting me with the shot. and
Okay,
then
the stalkers don't.
bouncing out.
They've got blessed, haven't they?
It's unyielding.
Just means I'm
Ah,
gonna
yeah.
shoot the stalker
Obviously, they
first,
can all
which is
brace.
not
They don't
good.
make brace just straight up +2.
Yep.
So it'd be armor
You
20.
don't get the.
I'm 20. So your
Void Arc
stalker
doesn't get benefit of
is.
feet, does he?
I think 12 up
I
to
cannot
17
figure
up to
out what it is
19.
now.
Dice off 1.
No. So I'm gonna. I'm hosing these
Get
guys
Dark
back.
Shroud over there.
In that case, dice plus 1.
1.
How can it go from dice off 1 to dice +1 if we're not getting Dark Shroud over there?
Because I hadn't factored in Dark Shroud already.
Oh.
16.
Because I was just doing Stalker with feet 12 up to 17 with feet, and then up to 19 with gang.
Gang.
Don't know if you can get a gang, but
Should be able to.
You
I
got
just promise
100%
my
right on the
cat's
solo.
fine.
Six Raider Captain can easily get there.
So I'm
we go then.
10 zone with that.
So
code
dice
there.
off 1.
Um,
He's
the
got
helmet
30
isn't
boxes.
actually
how many
looking at
attacks
it
we getting from a
closer.
Stalker? 4?
No.
So
Okay.
That's what, what
it
is this?
would be
Oh
4.
yeah, the one on the left's not in the zone.
4 dice off 1s.
It's-
Are we? How likely are we to miss?
So Gatsby's max threat is
Uh,
30. Gatsby's 6.
What, double one
9,
miss?
Flicker 11.
Triple ones missed because let's be honest, you're just going to cast Dark Guidance because you can.
Yes, feet turn might be
Okay, so I'm
camping.
gonna
So
move one
say
shadow.
the double one.
Which you know I'm gonna wait.
True,
a
you
second.
might. But still, double ones are
Harry's gonna go.
A
Harry's
3
gonna
misses.
run
A 3 misses.
Okay.
About there.
a 3. Okay, so
Shred's
it's
gonna go,
a
Shred's
2 or a
So
3.
1 in 18 chance to miss.
Okay, so we just multiply
To there.
my
staying out your
result
threat.
by 0.
Oh no, you're 13, aren't you?
Yeah,
whatever.
I was about to say you're just
whatever
in
1
for-
minus 1 over 18 is.
Oh no.
17, 18. All
Gonna
this
go to push on
multiplied
back a bit,
by,
just get out of your
17 divided by
Gatsby's
18.
threat. And everyone else's threat, just like that.
That gives us a rough number.
She's gonna push.
Oh,
herself
you do not like that.
into
Okay,
it, 'cause,
never mind.
I'm not convinced by this app you're using.
How many boxes are there?
spell markers.
It's not very
to,
likely.
um,
A single stalker is not very likely.
No, but
Goes there,
here's the bigger deal.
back
It
there.
does cripple him. He's
Grievous
likely to
wound.
have 2
Yeah, Seraphim,
systems
one
out and grievous wounds at that point,
Yeah.
making him effectively useless.
Fair point.
For a turn, and then you just got to kill him off with something else afterwards.
Yeah.
So,
So it's that
Also,
figure
you could just
into it.
chuck a ritual
master
spell,
there.
a chuck spell downstream for a ritual, if you
Or
really needed
just-
to.
Sure, I guess. Probably not.
I'm pretty sure that he should be further back. Is the point?
3-inch cloud
Like Proteus is a very key model here
onto
to be sitting there.
and then just move. Have the shard dirges? They got spells,
They do, yeah.
and what's the range for them?
They also have Hexbolt. so
lovely.
6.
So they're speed 7.
No, they're only 6.
Okay, so I need to stay out. Well, or
So
generally.
this spell mark is going to
Oh,
inform us.
Akos is the other one over there, isn't it?
I don't think he's triggered anything here. I think he's just trying to keep
me.
it safe, but in a relevant
Trying
spot.
to make it difficult. I mean,
All right. Pop that one there, and then that's my turn, mate. Over to you.
okay. So
There's really not a lot of stuff here in the zone. So
I think the order this goes is we do continuous effects, and then I put the probe back in. So if I drop him in fire, it doesn't get caught on fire. I'm fairly
you
certain.
can definitely score that right hand zone.
So I will drop this probe just within 3, right here.
Left hand
I'm a
zone.
flying model,
You
I
can
don't
probably
call it
score as
fire.
well.
So
Two
reasons
is
not to worry about
just the tentacle
I'd
in
say-
there.
if I wasn't flying, I would get caught on fire, but
yeah,
I
I'm
don't
pretty sure the
resolve it
helmet's
until next
out.
turn as well as getting at.
Yeah, helmet's definitely out.
So
Okay.
we'll put that
So
back.
it's just a tentacle. So
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry, I'm
tentacle
cheating.
dies to a
I know my
servitor
R size
really
one's
easily.
1 inch too
Yeah.
large. Let's fix
So-
that real quick. Slide him back. Still is going to do
that's
what I need
definitely
to, I
two.
think. So we'll go there.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing
Now we'll go
a
ahead and to focus things, and I'm going to figure out how I want to
walk
play
and
this
jump
turn.
to
So
the objective.
everyone powers up again. Icus goes back to 4. The 2 Talons get their 1.
No, I can't see anything
I
else
have
that's in range.
only 1 upkeep
So,
out on Icus,
going
but
3
we'll
up
see if I
though,
want to hand out focus
He's a lot of
first.
pressure.
So
And he pretty much only
I
needs to
need your
chuck in
help
what?
for a moment. What's
2
the
stalkers?
Yep.
defense
2
stats on your
stalkers to do
helmets?
this, maybe?
They're 12-18s right
Yep.
now.
Defense 10, armor 18, but the one that's if you're shooting at him, the one on the left's in 14.
Oh yeah.
Def 10, armor
100% right,
18.
not
It's
gonna
gonna be
cost
melee.
a
It's
lot
gonna be
for
melee
this.
if I'm going for it.
That's the problem. Like the trade
Okay.
is non-existent.
Um,
Oh, and they're soulless.
Well, I
on
would
the
like to have
left
seen
is
maybe
like
some of the lights in there as well. Just to
assuredly
force some
dead.
stuff in.
Yeah, that's fine as well. One on the left is like assuredly dead. The one on the right a little more difficult. I have models I can run to apply gang fighter.
Said if you push those shredders up further enough, they are
If I
actually
kill
going
that
to.
that one model. I can run to there.
They're
I could
actually
do like
going
a
to
free
cause,
alpha hunter trigger.
some degree of
That's
threat
fine.
because they
Mhm.
do hit surprisingly hard under Abbey.
I don't actually have the ability to get to your
So
objective
if he
this
doesn't
turn.
deal with them,
So
you're
most
gonna
of
be able
them
to go
score
further in.
3,
Brad's just confirmed that he can't get to the objective this turn. So you're looking at free CP turn.
killing both Hellmounts.
you also lined up that 6's Raider
then-
Captain onto Proteus, as we were talking about.
Yeah.
So that's potentially
We're
going to
not
happen.
seeing the 4th swing then.
No, we're not.
What would be impactful solo wise?
So we're definitely looking at both Hellmouths going this turn.
Killing that spell martyr, not so much.
I'm
gonna be
assuming
putting everything
Hellmouths
anyway.
are you destroy the main one, you get rid of the tentacles as well.
Correct.
Yes.
What does Bracer do for Proteus again?
Sorry, say again?
What does Bracer do for Proteus again?
It's +2 armor, can't be moved, can't be slammed, can't be pushed. I'm pretty sure.
Barry?
Yeah.
In your expert opinion, should that servitor be on fire
+2
now?
armor, cannot be
let me have a quick
knocked down,
look, see.
pushed,
No.
or
Been-
moved or slammed.
Spawned in.
Okay.
He has been placed in a fire
I
template.
don't
He
think
is
I'll get
on
some dark
fire.
guidance this turn. It won't
Placing is
matter
counted as entry.
anyway.
For all purposes of rules and whatnot. So yeah, should be on fire.
This here doesn't matter. Defensive stats on the Nerf?
You
was
can look
just,
that up under the
um,
placement
defense
rules
14,
in the
armor,
rulebook. It's
wanna say
page
16.
something or other.
Yeah, Death Force.
Oh, Barry, we don't
Really?
plug the rule book. That's not what we do here.
Oh, sorry. Should I not be?
No, the only things you're
Well, the
allowed to
rules
plug
are
are
available.
the only things you're allowed to plug are
Scarring
Clearly
to
Knight's
advance
Machine,
to
apparently,
here to do
and-
that one,
Yep.
which is
Raid
fine.
Shadow Legends.
Yeah, I was in fact just about to dip back into the
Think
chat
I need
just
the
to plug
equipment
Raid Shadow Legends and also Knight's Machine.
And also
Tom, I'm about to send you
tentacle.
something that's going to make you very, very amused if you're
I do
like
have
me,
talent, I
or
end up
seem
here.
weird and
Is that
strange
okay?
if you're not.
So what he means by this is he's now sending a picture of him spending £100 sterling on Raid Shadow Legends.
Maybe. I just have to make sure I block this right.
I mean, that's not weird. That's just
All
normal
he,
for a
all he
whale.
got was 100% commons and a couple of rares.
Which I would. Okay, so that's not okay. I'd have to come all the way in.
I don't think Tom's paying attention now.
That
Who else
happens
understands
quite often.
food enough to hate life?
Oh, no, absolutely not me. Sorry.
Mark, I saw that yesterday in
I got a
in
max
the
8
chat.
on the spear.
It's not
for
as
charging.
disgusting as
I need a 4, is that right?
as you think.
Armor's 15.
No,
I'm
it's
up now
not. It does.
15.
It does upset me a little bit, though.
Here we go.
Yeah, just
Here we
kidding.
go. I'll send you something.
Alright. So I think what I'm doing here then
Are you going to show me the
is...
bot logs for the VTC Discord?
No, because
Because those were disgusting.
They were hilarious. Tom
They
raging.
were
So that's
hysterical.
that one. Can you hear
For
myself?
those not in the know, Tom was very kind and helped us construct the VTC server, by which I mean he did the entire thing, as far as I'm aware, in conjunction with Ryan, and pretty much drove himself insane in doing so.
Welcome back.
I mean, I was learning
Alright, so
Python
I
at the same
personally
time.
allocating two
And it
to
was
Stalker on the
very
right,
funny.
Are we
And
still
one
giving
to Stalker
Ryan
on the
credit
left,
for something
and
to
then
do?
we're going to upkeep escort.
Yeah.
By the way, he did nothing.
Everyone
I
else
took
is just
all
going
of
to
Ryan-
keep all their
I
I
focus.
took
there.
all of
He
the
was
notifications. I was
So let's
present.
go ahead and go
Tom
with this
used my
Talon
name.
first. Let's make sure
to
that
test
this doesn't
things.
block this run lane. And it certainly does not.
Yep.
Okay, so the Talon's going to go. It's going to declare a
Help.
charge going to there. I need a
Equals.
4 to hit with the charging spear. I will hit, and then just
Got
auto
the
kills.
talent going in
Yep,
on the
squish.
little tentacle. Okay. That was fun.
Alright, so next up I
Oh
have to
my
go
God,
with the
it's
Ripjaw.
always
That
there.
one's
Died.
just part of the plan.
Did not see this coming.
It could be there, but I think it's a little too tight together for... Oh no, I can't do that yet because I blocked the run lane.
I was going to say, I'm surprised
I'm
it
gonna go for the Seraph then.
Yeah, it's just pre-measuring it at the moment. Honestly, this is a lot more helpful being able to hear the game's audio as well.
Can't get
Right,
the
go
Mechanic
to
Shredder,
advancements
so I
when
can't
you
get rid of the Animus. So I'm fairly certain I can't get to the Mechanic Shredder. What's the
Uh,
Mechanic
def
Shredder's defense?
12
He cannot
on
get to the
50.
mechanic shredder apparently. This measurement.
Good, 'cause that
That'd
would
be in
really
that
help.
trench, would be defense 16.
I mean, that Mechanic Shredder, it's got dismantle.
This is where the
Yeah.
laser comes in.
I think it's more the extending threat ranges that we're after. But
No, it's not.
Uh,
It's clearly the dismantle here. It's the mini golem.
And I think it heals as well, doesn't it, when it kills a Warjack? Pretty sure
I'm
that's
not
the
touching
thing.
my base.
Does
I
it
don't
gain scrap
think
too?
I'd be able to see you.
No,
Anyway, that's out of the
no.
question.
Yeah,
clearly
Can I
they're
see the
not as
Seraph?
good as that Crix dude. That what are they? Scrap thralls?
Kind of like
I
the
mean, they
kill
make scrap
models
trolls.
here.
That's
Are we
pretty
talking
awesome.
about the crab thing?
Necrotech.
I think
No,
it
this
is the
counts down to no
No, it's
focus points
Necrosurgeon.
worth,
Necrosurgeon
so
is the stitch troll one.
File thralls, stitch thralls. I don't know.
If I go here,
Crix have thralls, yo.
can't
It's
see the Nerf.
enthralling.
If I go here, I can.
Ah.
Is that
We're
fine?
measuring on the Nerf now.
Yeah, that's good to me, mate.
I just
Interesting.
meant like with where he's on the table. Maybe I just go here and go for a Seraph. That's probably better.
Measuring
Well,
what
you should
though?
try and spell him.
Just
I
throwing
have
some
s-
random
I have
spells at the Nerf.
Focus, I'm basically not using this turn, so it's better off to
That
start
That
spells
doesn't
out.
seem right.
Yeah, he's just got
Yeah,
loads
that's
of
fair.
focus.
I can see him there. Alright, I think
But
I'm gonna
it's
Ripjaw over
behind.
here.
Oh, it's touching that cloud. That was silly.
That's done. Is it Scar now? Because I can feet and then run the
And
models
Nerf,
to apply
super squishy.
gang. I think it is.
Tom,
Alright,
what
so
the
Scar's
fuck
next.
have you sent me here,
Scar's
love?
gonna go in advance
I
to
mean,
the side
you
a
said you
bit,
wanted
so I can get
disgusting
both Stalkers
code.
and
That's
12
far
again.
more disgusting. I'm not gonna
That
lie.
is, I
And
can't
we're
even
gonna
read
eat-
that.
we're gonna
Like,
eat
I
for
can't even
some
read code,
like,
but
pile
I can't
models
even
here,
read
so
that.
we're gonna take a lot of damage.
You having
We
a
also go
stroke?
up to 11 focus. I'm sorry, 10 focus.
No,
on the
mate,
Ripjaw
that was
to go
earlier
prior.
when I had a little break.
Yeah, that's fine.
There you go. So Scars
Um,
and 10 focus.
So I'm gonna mark all the models that I'm feeding on. So it's gonna be all the stalkers. So
Casual
that's
zero.
all 5.
That's the same as Harbinger for anyone watching who wants some War Machine
Both
trivia.
talons for 7.
Oh, Scars offensive spell
Ripjaw for 8.
is more useful for an arc node. Do you know why?
Because you actually get to deal damage with it.
No, because your set damage
now I'm
does
just
not
clicking
decrease
to
to
run all of
0
them.
for an arc node.
Based on different. Oh yeah, because yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So
yeah,
you get to
but
deal
yeah.
some damage.
No, you still get to roll dice for the damage thing.
Myself, my objective.
You just start off at nothing.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Alright, so let's see. I have all 5 stalkers. Did I actually put on all of them?
You
No,
can
I did
boost the
not.
roll and then
Let's do it one more
potentially kill
time.
a single in inventory with it for an arc node.
I mean, if you're not doing anything else,
That's all 5
I'm just
stalkers.
going to assume
1,
you're
2,
winning
3,
the
4,
game
5. Got it. Both
really,
talons. I did
really
it.
well at that point.
The Ripjaw, so that's
At
5,
least it doesn't make a
7,
difference to the blast
8,
damage.
9, 10, 11 currently.
Because
Yeah.
you're still 0 Dean.
I think that is fine. So I'll go ahead and take 11 damage. I'm down to 5 health.
I mean,
Okay.
technically, don't you have to divide 0 by
Um,
2, which you can't do, and thus you just break the game.
You can absolutely
And
divide
then
0 by 2.
we're going to go
Yeah,
ahead and
alright,
send
give
a
me half of
Hellfire
0, go on.
through our arc
0.
node
Still 0.
into the Seraph.
Mathematically
same-
provable.
It's the
Uh,
same amount.
We'll
I think
boost
it's
the
fine.
hit.
It doesn't matter.
It's
The
actually
problem is you
C.
can't divide 2 by 0.
Needs an
If it was
8.
the other way around, yeah,
We'll
I'd be
hit
on
with
board.
authority.
You know.
We'll boost the damage. This is
But you absolutely can divide 0 by 2.
I
That
think
is
you're
a
over
standard
16, yeah?
mathematical
Yeah,
practice.
it's
Off 2.
Welcome to maths.
Does
Steve.
8 damage to your 5.
Alright, so we're spelling the Seraph now.
okay.
It's not a bad start. I don't think this is going to kill, but it should cripple.
I
He
think I'm
boss
going to
range.
heal
So he's done
for
8 damage already? Is his nuke power
2.
14
Moving back to
that he's
7
using, or-
health.
Yeah, that's 7.
I'm going to stay on 3. Scar's done.
So
We're going to go
just healing.
Stygius now. We're just going to walk directly behind Scar. Go tell her everything's going to be okay. And give her 5 more health, going back to 12.
So it's got
Yeah.
back up to 12 now.
I think now we'll go with
And
Lich's
still
unit.
sitting on
They're
three.
just going to get the press forward order again. They're
Behind
going
the
to run. So this
Yeah.
model
That's pretty
is going to
safe.
run 12 for me, getting down to
It's
here.
quite safe.
It's still aim within 0.5.
Yeah.
Barry, would you like me to add the fire to that
And then I
model?
have to figure out how I'm going to keep command. We'll do that in a moment.
I,
Lich will go.
yes. Is it in the fire?
It started
He
its
doesn't light
activation in
himself
the
on
fire.
fire.
Then yeah.
Because it was placed into the fire.
It entered the fire when it was placed, so it should have been set on fire then.
Yeah, it should
If I
have
go
taken a
there,
fire roll
then
right at
I-
the beginning of the turn, if we're honest.
Yeah.
He dead.
If it was placed and then has activated, and we've had come to a turn since.
Surely not. No, it was the same turn it was placed.
Oh, it's the same turn.
Yeah.
So it was placed earlier this turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't
Let
do
me just
that.
go and grab the rules
I
very
can
quickly, but
go-
I'm pretty certain that should be on fire
Yeah, we'll be
Here?
on fire.
because it's
So
entered
I'll
when
have
it was
Lich
placed,
run
right?
into the cover.
Yeah.
Then that servitor
He's
should be
flying,
on
so
fire
not
if
going
you'd
to
like
catch himself on
go.
fire.
Conveniently, I've placed it
Yeah,
on fire.
right, yeah.
And his friends are going to be running as well. So we'll go over here.
So he's deliberately made sure that the Hellmouth is within 0.5 of that servitor, so he's
and
going
then the last
most likely throw
probe will
a stalker downtown.
come back.
Make sure that
to
gets murdered.
Here. I think that's fine. Okay. So. He's on fire. He's on fire. He's flying.
Yep.
Let's go with this Warwitch Siren, who's just going to go and walk over to here and empower the Stalker.
Okay.
Actually, let's go with the Stalker now. He gets to walk 9 because of Escort.
So that's
Actually, am I within...
that stalker's fully loaded, isn't
I
it?
can spend
Looks
one
like it's
to
got
charge.
3
I have the
pokes on
benefit
it
of
to me.
Bloodthirst right now, so I would go 9, 12,
Dice plus.
14. I can actually just charge.
Oh
and
my
do what I
god,
want
does he
here.
get
Yeah,
ganked from
you
the
start
servitor
same
as well?
distance charging as you do
I
jumping, don't
think
you?
I think it's
Yes,
gang from
because
friendly
of
faction
Bloodthirst.
warrior.
So I'm actually just gonna go and
friendly
charge.
warrior mod. Friendly faction warrior.
Oh, yeah.
mods?
So
Oh,
I'll go
I'm gonna have to
there.
look it up,
I'm a
Dean.
mat
This is your
7 up to a
fault.
mat 9.
I'm so
for gang
sorry.
fighters, so Snake's
okay.
gonna miss here.
Oh,
Will hit.
Yeah, I just said that was
I
a lot.
am all the way up to a pal 21, so this is gonna be 2
Absolute
dice plus
ghost.
3.
About 21. Oh,
Kills that helmet.
There you go.
He's out of there.
Focus is
oh
wasted.
look, it
Effective
died.
distance, I'm just gonna
Who
clear
would
it
have
off.
thought? You rolled a double 6. Oh.
Well, not wasted, but...
That's alright, because I've got
Oh,
energy siphon on my caster.
Oh, sure. So I'm on 2.
Thank you.
No, absolutely. Let's go with
It just looks devastating on that
this
side,
Raider
doesn't it?
Captain, who's gonna go ahead and run for me.
Yep.
Coming down to here.
Not sure
The
why
Stalker is going to do the same thing, but this one has to jump because it
Guess
does
you
not
were
have
so,
Bloodthirst right now. So
gung
it's
ho
gonna
and being
knock off
based
the
to base
focus
bet
for it to
flag.
get there.
who was, sorry? Gaspy?
Yep.
Let's go. I'm gonna go a little
British command
wider.
range?
Sorry, I'm gonna try and put myself over here more.
Maybe. I'm just wondering if he's
Nope, that
thinking
works.
that
Okay.
Gaspy's
we'll
going to score it
there,
or not.
To hit, and not snakes again because a gang fighter will hit. This is no Dark Shroud this time, so only dice plus 1 with
Because
1 die.
technically
we'll
he's
do
a unit,
6.
isn't he? So he's not
Yep.
going to score a
See
flag.
that, right.
That is correct.
Fine attack. Not snakes. We'll hit. I'm
Yeah,
gonna boost
still a
this
bit curious
damage.
as to
Give me 2 dice again. Plus
why
1
he's-
kills it.
There you
Yep.
go.
Maybe
And
that was literally where he could have been.
Oh, the Hellmouth's dead. So
Alright,
this book
and
lost
now
his
it's just
daughters.
positioning time. So this Talon is going to
Oh,
run.
okay. I don't think he's going for Proteus.
We'll go here.
Interesting. I mean, Proteus is engaged at the very least.
The
So he's got to
Stalker's
kill
gonna
that.
go- Let's check one thing.
Actually, Bracer stops you from being
Yep,
knocked down,
that
doesn't
Stalker's
it?
gonna go there.
Yeah.
running.
So that's not
What it's worth. We're gonna go
actually as bad as that could be.
void before I
There
mess
we
this
go.
up and go actually get on the flag.
So gas must
Flying,
just
so
be
we're
there.
not catching on
like,
fire.
the best
We're gonna
place for
go
him
with
to be
this
while
other
maintaining
Star
control
Stalker
range,
just
like you
running
said,
for
right?
me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
right.
does make perfect sense.
I think I'm gonna be there. I think I'm gonna be more here.
I'd really like to
No,
see what
that's
the
bad.
shredders can achieve into the stalkers. Obviously, stalkers were armor 18 because of the feat.
Yeah.
There'll be dice off 6 weapon
You guys
masters.
come into here. So let's go right there.
Interesting. Matt,
Let's go next
So it
with
depends if Abby triggers
this
Alpha
other
Hunter
Star
or not. I
Stalker is
think
gonna
she
come over to
she
here.
should be able to do that
Okay.
without
Ward
risking herself.
Siren
So that'll be Matt
goes
9.
here.
okay.
Dirt
of the
Sears
funding
will
end.
She can
activate
just
and
go
run.
for that raider, can't she? Sure, he wants to and just sprints back.
This one will go here. This one's gonna run more than enough to get to there. And this last one will go here.
I mean, I don't know whether I
Raider
don't think it's the
Captain
right
will
play,
run.
but she
is a
potentially
really
could actually go
loose
after
run,
that
but still
stalker on
running.
the left-hand zone. The one that killed the Hellmouth.
It's back. Do you
Sure,
have, I mean, I have
plus
14.
two votes
I
left
have
in it as well.
tactician through all the
Yeah.
living shit. I made it look weird. That's fine.
That's pretty good.
We'll go next with
she doesn't
Axiar,
hit
who's going to give Scar
particularly hard, though.
Dodge, who still has honor from
Okay.
last turn.
Even with the feat, like,
Ultimate.
she still
And
dice
then
off.
Axiara will run.
Yeah, but he's only a stalker at the end of the day.
Doesn't take much damage to inflict.
Yeah, they only have they don't have a huge number of boxes.
But you just put herself right here. Iacos, his warjacks are not going to make it, so
Is Iacos being a braver
Let's not
man than
pretend like they
in the
will.
last game we saw?
Clearly not.
he's just going to go ahead and run.
He's still behind the.
Deployment
We'll
line.
go to there.
He's just gone past it for no reason.
Alright, buddy. I think I'm done. I'm going to score my flag in both zones, and I'll go up to 3. I'm going to pass turn back.
Okay. No,
Alright.
3.
Okay, you
Let's
guys
see
go.
how much work Abby can get done under her feet.
Right.
To skulls.
So that goes. Allocations. I didn't actually spend any fury last turn. Okay, so what we're looking
So
at.
do you think Luke needs to? How many points do you think Luke
can
needs
we
to score
get-
back this turn to not just
2?
lose?
Minimum.
No, caster.
Minimum. But probably, he probably needs to
If I go like.
even it up.
If I go like that.
But I
Slipstream,
think 2's
he charges. It gets 2 extra inches.
2 makes it make it that Brad actually has to have a
2
turn
inches
next
to
turn
there, and then
to win.
3 inch.
Because still getting 4
Four
CPs
size.
after the feat, it's
I think I can just see the objective.
still not exactly hard, but he
yeah.
has to slightly work for it.
So here's what I'll do. I'm going to grab the objective. Hold on. I'm going
yeah.
to edit the model. I'm going to unpin it, and we can pin it back in a moment. I'm going to
Okay.
move it, put it right on top of your base. And... yeah, that looks like it's just on the edge. So that seems fine.
Right, yeah.
And I'm going
So
to re-put it back and pin it. There we go.
So I go 2 inches
So
to there.
slipstreams
and
now?
then I'll get rid of this.
So he's got line of
I
sight
can
through that
charge
forest.
10. Well, 10 base.
Don't you have apparition?
I can go up to 12.
Nerfs do not have
with-
apparition.
Oh, okay.
Seraphs do.
Well, no, I can go a bit further than that. Because I'm speed effectively 11. I'm charging that. Go like that, and then I need to boost the coil. Your defense is 16 to 20.
No.
Not twice. It's only 18 over the wall. You
It's
only,
not-
you only
it's
get
measured
plus
skull.
3 melee.
Okay, so I'll be at
Ooh.
9. I need to roll on 11.
Interesting. Because you can get 2-inch melee.
Yep.
Then if
So
he
you roll
boosts
11
to hit the
coil.
coil, he also hits on
If I
everything
hit the
else.
coil, I think it's
Scar's armor 21. The Seraph will go up
Oh, no.
to
Good chance. I mean, I'm
caps
putting
out
it on myself. I'm on some
PNS
focus, but I'm not on full health. So
16, I believe.
See, your armor's
Not
what,
quite right, darling. Scar will
20?
go up to armor 20 on the
20,
defense.
yeah, without focus.
I always get her stats the wrong way around. It's
You
16,
do. You
15.
were doing this all yesterday as well.
Yeah. So the Nerf will go up to pound
So
strength
I'll be pound
17
strength,
here.
19.
Dice off 3. And how much health Scar on? 12, we said, didn't we? Camping 3, though.
Yeah.
Well, for
12 health,
energy,
camping free.
this matters. He's all ran.
No,
So the initial attack as well.
Go for it.
Dice off 3.
Initial attack would only be power strength 15. Because you want to hit with a grasping towel. Charge attack would have to obviously go against the objective based on what he's done here.
Something I should
Is there any way we
do.
can get a Proteus in here?
Is there any other-
So
like
Proteus
good when
could
he
probably
anytime a heavy
charge
gets to
the
No, but
Raider
it's-
Captain
It's very, very fucking dicey.
all the way at the back.
I'm going to put the treasure chest on.
That's
Yep.
16.6, is that in range?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think we calculated him out at 18.
I think we just.
Then
roll with
Proteus
it
could have a little bit of a tickle as well.
Yeah, that's not.
because I think if I can get rid of GoLab, if GoLab can get rid of Gatsby,
So Golub's going for Gatsby this turn.
I think we're
So
cooking. I don't need to do anything really. over
maybe you
there.
should have gone for it last turn.
Just need a prop Alpha Hunter, a School 1 flag.
And this
Um,
always
but
feels
just
like
gonna capture
what the
three.
plan is when you play into Scar is wait
Okay.
for a defeat and see if you can kill her afterwards. I
Yeah.
swear that's what I see 50% of the time.
Yeah, I think that's how you
right.
do it. Because with the armor from the feet, I think you just have to sit and wait for see if there's an opportunity for it. Otherwise, you have to wait it out and hope that you don't lose on scenario.
As we said, being 3
So
down
base-
already, he's probably feeling it.
So I need
Yeah,
a
it's very easy to score a
99.
couple on this one.
I need a 9 to hit.
With the gang and the
Recoil.
Dark Shroud, it's still fairly easy to kill most things.
Yeah, because your defense
Mhm.
defense 18.
Legion Heavies are just made of paper.
Which one
The
was
only
this?
one who's got any staying power here at
so the
all.
Nerf versus
is Proteus.
Scar.
Defense
Oh,
16
that's
base,
treasure
18
chest
with the
being
warrior.
used.
Yeah,
Onto the
so
Nerf.
9 to hit. Boosted. And
It's all
then,
in on this one.
This is coil, so this will be pound strength 15 blast minus 5. I'll be boosted already, and then my other attack.
So one of the problems the Nerf's got is only Fury 3.
hit automatically.
So it's gonna
and
get
I
a free charge.
boost.
It'll get a free charge anyway. 'cause
It's not great.
But it loses initial because it has to charge the
You are.
objective,
Spirit, let's
I
do it.
believe.
That's what it looks
Was what it
like.
was doing. Although it might be in
Um,
charging thingy.
My cast is
Actually,
gonna
that's
go
bizarre. Why would
into
you?
feet.
If
To
you
get a
can
plus 2
see,
movement.
yeah, but if you can see,
Just to get a plus 2 movement.
okay.
So he's effectively not getting a free charge here.
She's then going to
Hold on. Scar's in
First
range of
here,
14. You don't need
charge.
the Mechanic Shredder for the extra 2 inches.
So she's just going to charge. Looking at where I can go.
The Nerf on feet turn threat's 14.
Yeah,
I'm
that's just it.
assuming, having said that,
Can't
that the
go full
objective is
hand.
where the
Right, so
Nerf
she's gonna
needs to
there.
stand. Which is maybe
Yeah.
why you have to do it that
So
way around.
against that guy, I'm at
Also,
7
it's
defense
scored
on
point.
the Statixis. Is it
I
14?
don't think that
It's a
matters.
14,
if he's
yeah.
going to throw the Nerf
Does she
all the
have
way to
dodge?
Scar,
No.
and that's the big play here.
No
It doesn't matter what he
boost
throws away
then, So I
afterwards.
need a 7.
Seraph Gun's not an AoE, is it?
Hits.
Armor
No.
12 with 5 boxes.
It is not. But
Tough roll.
you know, you get
Why not?
D3 shots. You might as well take
Worth
them.
trying.
Okay.
Yeah. Just boost them.
Alpha
You hit,
Hunter
you hit.
is
Fantastic.
propped.
Boost damage. Take what you can get.
That hunter's been triggered.
I'm going to spend 2 to cast Psychosurgery.
It's like a
Just
surgery's going
repair, heal the Naraf for a little bit.
Sure, absolutely.
I forgot to do Slipstream. Rubbish. Okay, that's fine. Actually, in fact, I'm just going to spend 1 to put.
Shame, I
Mechanic
really
Shredders
would have
on
liked to
onto
see what the Mechanic
Proteus.
Shredders could have done in terms of helping to clean up the board this term.
Full steam,
I think they would have done better than.
I mean, if this goes wrong,
and then
we'll find out.
we'll spend another 1 to put full steam up onto GoLab.
So full steam's gone onto
Um,
Go
Oh,
Lab.
killing the spell murder, sure.
Yeah.
So the
Um,
Nerf needs a boosted 11 to hit
yeah,
Scar at this
full steam
point.
onto GoLab.
Treasure chest, not
Def
bad
18.
on.
I think that's everything for her.
Def
Um,
18. I'm put her Def 20. Sorry, I gave her +4 instead of +2. You're right.
If I cast
That's
only-
what Luke did.
And then reposition.
So it's only a boosted 9.
Yeah, I can advance it to 8 inches and
Which is far more reasonable.
Yeah, it's not terrible odds with that treasure chest.
Movement. Okay. It's pretty sad. Okay.
But it's the damage afterwards. So we've got to
Gonna
do
drop
12
That's right,
damage
that spell murder is
and
dead on the left, right?
essentially dice off
Um,
10.
Sorry.
push. Spend 2 to
That
cast
doesn't seem good.
Psychosurgery.
Absolutely.
Just to heal the Nerf
What's
a
the
little
power?
bit. 'Cause we're not
So it's
D3
going to go up
plus
to
1.
power.
There's 3
power.
boxes.
Go up to power 17. So dice
Um,
off 8 actually.
Tariff-
Then
Nerf's
Abby's
got
going
2
to
initials?
Position back 5.
Yep. The first
sounds
initial is
good.
going to be power 15.
So we've effectively got 3 attacks.
So I go there. Am I going to be
Yep.
fine for?
So yeah,
Yeah. I need to work out my repositioning a little bit better. But seeing as it's the assassination, I don't know. It's probably
you just go all in. at
best
this
I
point.
just leave my caster.
Fair enough.
No. Which goes there. And this charges.
So just trying to work out at the moment wherever you can go.
2 inches.
So full steam did go into Proteus.
What did so?
Full steam. But I'm not
Okay,
sure
so
it
I can go
can.
there and I can get the charge. I can get the
Yeah.
reach. Beautiful. Alright, so the nerf will get slipstreams.
How far do you
to,
move though, physically?
So up to 9, with Alpha Hunter to 11, with full steam up to 13. And then I charge 16. Reach. No.
I'm
I'm
just joking.
gonna work it out as well. My head's a
Oh,
bit
come
fried.
look. Just eager to see
Um,
this assassination attempt now.
Seraph's gonna go. Seraph's just going to spend 1 for slipstream.
So that's obviously just setting up for
And
the
he's just going
required
to
slipstream.
advance to
This should just finish some shooting here. I think.
1 for slipstream.
Is she actually in range?
What's the range on
And
it?
then it's just going to
You
charge.
have to have been within 17 inches at the start.
Charge Gaspy.
Maybe.
Sure.
Maybe.
So slipstream goes off.
Looks like he's decided to
So
go
I've worked
into
out
melee with the
before,
Seraph
so it's gonna
instead.
go there.
So it's going to be
Get
Matt,
rid of that Neraf.
Matt 8,
Okay, so charge stack against Gaspy.
Even
the
at
Alpha
14.
Hunter,
Yeah,
Matt
charging
9,
Gatsby.
need 5 hits. Pound
a
strength
whopping
effectively
pound strength
16.
15.
Off 6.
2 points.
I will take 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold
Still
on, let me
got-
flip it to me. Hold on. Do I take 2? Because Golub hasn't gone yet.
No, you'll still get fastest damage though, even if you do shunt it.
No, because it's That's not how that works. If I spend focus or ignore the 2, I'd still be on full health.
I know, but you've been classed as being damaged. Can we pause it and just double check this one? So I was pretty sure it was.
Barry.
Yeah, absolutely.
So finisher.
I mean, the
That's triggered
judges
when
will
you're
say,
damaged,
so
yeah?
they'll heal this in a moment.
When
and
you
go-
transfer damage,
While you are damaged.
is it while? No,
While
but
you're
you're classified as
Bring-
damaged.
Bring up
Come
a card
on,
with finisher
Ryan
on it.
or Tom. I think they're on like a couple second delay. So we got a little bit of a
We'd have to
reprieve
go and
here
find
until
the
they
words for
figure out we
transfer.
need them.
Barry, I'm just going to be down. Have fun.
Transfer.
I mean, I
What's
gotta-
the actual issue
I'll
here?
expedite.
Bye, Barry.
There we go.
What's the actual issue here?
Hello.
Oh, lovely.
Cheers, Barry.
Okay, so
Um,
with
someone's doing a transfer,
transferring,
are they?
Well, no.
you take
what,
damage
what I'm
you've
considering
transferred.
is the Nerf just not
You-
Nerf,
you
sorry,
can't-
Seraph discharged.
with focus.
Lich 4 did total of 2 damage. Should I choose to use a
You
focus
still
to
class as
not take
had
that 2 damage to
suffered
overboost my
damage, if
armor?
that's what you're asking.
Do I still count as being
Yeah, but
damaged
finisher
when Golub
looks to
goes
check
in
to
with
see if you have-
finisher?
Let's go
If you
find
have
out.
taken damage.
Yes.
This is not
There's a difference between suffer and taking.
Yeah.
Go on, bear with me.
So certain things will
So go down. Is,
take effect. So, for
his wording
example,
is this model gains
Chasten.
an additional die roll against
Yeah.
damaged models.
That would
You're
still
damaged.
allow
Oh,
spells
that's
to be
the
I
removed.
do not think this works here.
Yes.
So so finisher's specific
Okay,
wording
perfect.
is you get an additional
Reinforcing
dice
powerful.
on
When
damage
it's
rolls against
focused,
damaged
reduce
models.
the damage it would suffer
A model
by 5.
is not
The-
damaged if
The model
all
is
of
still
its
considered to have
boxes are
suffered
unmarked.
damage, even if the damage is reduced to 0 or less. Ah, that's also delightfully vague. Is there something?
I
that
think
says
Luke's
damage?
mistaken on this one.
Barry's struggling. Tom, you're up.
There we go. Damage.
Send them in one by one. Hurrah!
Right, so finisher. This model gains an additional
Barry,
die
up
on
next.
damage rolls against
Barry's
damaged
already
models.
been.
So a
No,
model that
sorry,
is
Barry.
damaged is a model that
6.
has at least one box on its damage grid mark. Not a model that has suffered damage, because otherwise finish would work on a model that was maybe damaged and then later healed as well.
That's
That's
fine.
okay,
We
yeah.
hadn't even
I
calculated
thought that'd be the
how
case. Like, I just wanted
Seraph
to
going
find
into
out
Gatsby would
if
change those odds.
Suffering
That's bit I
damage
can hear.
and
I can
being
still hear the
damaged are
judge
not
calls
the
going.
same thing. So you can suffer damage,
Glorious.
but you could negate it like with a transfer
yeah,
or
reinforcing the
focus.
battlefield. Yeah.
That you could, so you would suffer damage. So things that trigger on a model taking damage would still take effect because you've used the power field to negate the damage, but obviously
It's not
some stuff
considered
gets-
damage because it hasn't got any boxes marked.
Correct. Yes.
Okay,
Once again,
thanks.
No worries.
Cool.
Alright,
Okay.
Sorry about that, mate.
So do you
it's
think
alright.
he should have gone in
I
earlier?
saw
So-
Do
the
you think Luke should have
in
gone?
Discord, and
gone in
I
and
was
taken
like,
what he
"Gatsby
could have
fully on it," but I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's
I
great.
think, bearing in mind this is
Yeah,
what he
the
was planning
reason
on
that
doing.
wording is there is for like effects like drag on weapons that have to damage for it to affect, or like stranglehold, all that
So
kind of
the
stuff.
big difference here is now Gatsby
Okay,
has
yeah, that's fair.
been feated on.
So
And
let me think on this real quick.
his
Golab is
damage is not more
He's pound
how
strength
what on his weapons?
from his feet.
Pound strength 16, 15, 15. That's including the feet bone.
Including feet. And the Seraph can buy, in theory, one more attack and then boost the
Ryan, why
damage
did you need
again.
me to sort
I
that
don't
one
know
out?
if this is right or not, but I'm going to spend a
Yeah.
focus and effectively
did you
not
need
get
me to
damaged
sort
here.
that one?
So back to you.
I think it is, to be fair.
Because
gonna buy another
they
attack.
called for a judge, didn't they?
Because I can
They
miss.
call for a judge.
See.
Yeah, I just don't know why you didn't.
It's
And
more
then
impressive
I
when it
can
comes from you,
damage
Barry.
Yeah, pick this.
So- there
That's
is, and it is feet turn, and it is. If I fail this, I think it's game. I hit pound strength 16. Nothing.
I sent you a
break
Tom
armor.
when you, as soon as your words of this is
Alright.
slightly
I
vague
think we just do it.
in wording, I sent a Tom for you.
I think you'll find out
Join
that
in
this is
Punisher
delightfully
Animus.
vague.
No.
No, we already worked out you
So-
threated 16 without it,
Thank
so
you.
I didn't
you only had to
even
move like
realise, I just
12.1.
looked, I was like,
you
oh
were
good,
so
I'm
I
in,
think
I'm
you're
in the
fine.
channel. Why am I here?
Yeah.
Why
okay.
have I been
We're
stopped?
just gonna do it.
So
now
the charge
finish
I
out-
like to
is
think that's what
on
Ryan just does now. He
the,
just forces judges into.
the
Yeah.
objective or no?
Just dragging people into channels.
Go my,
Yeah.
go my
I'm gonna
pawns.
pause your time real quick. Did you want to full steam him with your mechanic shredder first?
Oh, that's a good point, actually. 1 second. Alright. Oh, my word, where is it? It
No,
was-
you can just put the X, put him back, put him back, put him back.
Alright, to
It's fine.
distract,
You sort
to
of guessing
detract
there.
from War
The
Machine for
6
just a
inches
moment.
is easy enough to eyeball.
Raid
Yeah, do
Shadow
that.
Legends.
And I could probably. just send
I was
it
actually going to say
anyway, so-
satisfactory.
You could, then you still get a free charge.
Yeah.
So
I
you
decided
kind of
it's
seem like
just
the aspects
easier
behind my
just
objective.
to upgrade the
I've got
miners
like, I
and
ignore
put
into more
power cores in them
charge
to go,
points.
and then it is to go
And
and
then
find new
well,
sources.
All right, hold on. Now
That
we
makes
gotta
sense.
pause. So
It's a lot
we
easier.
could see the
Not gonna lie.
objective because the left
just-
edge was
I've just
within the
realised the
bubble
floor
for
in my
3
plan
inches.
D.
I'm now
Remember
farther to the
yesterday I
right
said
with
I found a
Scar.
place
I'm
where
not
we're
sure you
trolling
could
the
see
water.
Scar.
The water is a long way
I
down.
Remember how
Ah,
I'm
pumped.
gonna redo
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
When
no,
we did this,
think
and I put it
could-
right over
I've
top.
not
It
used
was
any
just the
pump
left edge within
Yeah.
3.
Okay, we've managed to
rubbish,
teleport
'cause I
the
could've-
objective.
Could have slipstreamed
Ah, good,
2 to
good.
there, and then I've still got the.
For
charge
anyone
distance.
listening, you can't teleport
Okay.
objectives.
You
Um,
could though, could you?
No, you do
in
if
one
you
of the
want,
steamroller packets.
I mean, you can still mechanic shredder, but I don't think you could
There was the
charge Scar
older
with where you
scenario
slipstream.
Guidons
No, no,
that
I'd have
Chom
to
showed me
slipstream
once,
slightly
where
left.
you can
My mistake.
you had to push
I'm
a
sorry,
flag
time. If you
onto
want
an
to mechanic
objective.
shredder, you're still
Sorry,
more
a
than willing to do that.
40
Yeah,
mil
I get a
circle
free
base
charge.
onto an
Oh.
objective.
Because of
That
Abby.
sounds fantastic.
Oh, then it doesn't
It
matter.
sounded
Okay, sure.
Great.
I was just seeing like I try and get.
I'm really
the
disappointed that I
objective
seem to have
attacks
missed out
Right,
on
so
that. at
hammerhead
some point.
attack against
Yeah,
the
me too.
objective.
Me too, because it sounds
Um,
amazing.
Well, additional dice because it's. Oh no, yeah, hammerhead. That's damage because I automatically. Pound
3 because I feeded on it.
17, so -5.
-6. So it did 6 damage down to 9.
Eight damage. Yep. And then against your caster,
So,
I'm
where are we
9.
with this?
So
Your
all the
defense
attacks now are on
is- I need a 9.
Scar.
Cool.
I'm gonna boost the hit roll.
Boosted the hit.
I hit.
That's the
That's
hit
a
we
hit.
needed.
So you're now coiled.
Coil is
Power and
confirmed.
strength is 15 up to.
Koi koi.
Koi koi.
Quick up.
Sorry, 13.
Still don't know how to play that.
So off.
So we do.
Top
Apparently,
5.
it's just whoever shouts the loudest
Five.
wins.
1
I
point.
think I just take 1 damage.
That's a fantastic
Okay.
start here.
Okay.
Well,
Well, that was
buy a
the weaker
hammerhead.
weapon.
And I'm gonna boost the damage.
It'll trigger finisher for anything
Sure,
to
what's the
finish.
balance? 17, so you're off 3.
At least he doesn't have to worry about those pesky to hit rolls anymore.
I'm gonna re-roll
He
that.
boosting the damage.
So you got a 10 and then a 9.
No.
So
Is that more
Okay, hold-
efficient?
we'll
this point?
pause
Is that
real quick.
something we
So
didn't take into
when
account?
you said you wanted to use treasure chest, which one did you see? Because 2 of them popped up.
I only thought I pressed 1. Okay.
I mean, he can't buy
Oh, God. Fuck's sake.
buy boost is 4, isn't it?
I don't know. Is it when you?
So he shouldn't have been able to boost the second one. Am I missing something here?
Yeah, this is a reroll.
I'm
I've screwed this
Right.
one up.
And he just decided to roll lower, yeah.
I think he's actually accidentally pressed the button.
If you would have rerolled the
Uh,
10,
like
then I
spam.
mean I'll let you reroll it one more time, right? Because you didn't know that second one came in.
If that's all right, I honestly, I
Good.
move on. No,
Off.
okay.
Off.
Oh,
It's
that's
dice
not
off
good.
3 though, so I will spend a focus on this to take nothing.
Yeah, fine. No, absolutely.
Definitely not what you want to be seeing.
I think I would have
Excuse my
kept 10.
French. Okay.
So that run's gone. Are we going to say
activate
abysmally? Do we
the,
think that's an appropriate
Harrier.
word here?
Harry's going to do a charge.
Not well would be another way.
Charge to that.
I feel like not well is
Defense
underselling it
15.
just a little bit.
Effectively, Matt.
I mean,
7.
a point of damage onto your assassination target, or not? She's still on 12.
She's on 11, and she's used
Oh,
a point of
so
focus.
There we go.
Power and strength
I'm happy to commit to.
You're committing.
is 11.
You're finally agreed to committing. I'm so proud of you, Dean.
If you're
Bobby
11,
is
you're
a
off
pretty
7 because I'm
reasonable
armor 18.
So 3 points.
Hmm?
To the 6.
Got it. He's already almost missing 2 arms.
That one. Buy an attack. That
Yeah.
one, no boost. I hit.
Hmm.
That's
7.
7. Boost the damage.
Sorry,
Okay,
okay,
we've got a
Three fury?
Harrier.
Harrier. Is it a
No,
Harrier?
No. My
Oh
bloody
dear.
God. Alright. 2 bucks.
Still one.
Has the
And
Harrier
after
managed to
Stalker.
achieve anything?
We've done 3 points of damage to
1
Stalker.
point to...
Oh,
1 point to 3.
4 points to Stalker.
Okay.
All spread out.
I'm going to use the
we love it when it's spread out.
furthest back shredder. It's going to go
Always makes me happy to see
charge
that.
like that.
Yep, charge for free. Do you have
Sorry, what was
flank
on
off
your
other
mind when I
monsters
said
like
that?
Yes, it does. Oh,
Spicy.
flank on enemy war beasts. So I'm effectively Mat 9.
Oh, Shredder's going in.
Needs a
I
6.
miss.
Fantastic.
Oh, no.
Miss.
Double
Buy an
one.
attack.
Oh,
Shredder,
hits.
I
no.
love the double one.
It's power strength 12 with flank.
Why
so
Shredder?
not
Off
gonna
6.
do
You had one job.
6 points.
Hmm?
To the 2.
it's not even an arm. Go
Good
on.
news for you, movement's out.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, at
one
least it's
with
easier to
attack.
hit now.
So 2
And
fury
not
now.
snakes.
And it can't leap
Uh,
anymore.
yep. Hits.
Would hit anyway, so it's fine. Off 6.
I think.
Different dice.
Don't worry about
You're so confident about it. I think.
So 6 points.
I'm pretty sure.
He's going to be on 2
it's-
boxes left, just
I'm trying to remember
2.
if it's
So he's going to have
same
Cortex
as
and an arm
Stalker's
still
is
in.
for- What's the other one?
Okay.
The minimum.
I mean, I'd like to think so. It's the same rule.
You
but-
would think, wouldn't you, Dean?
Yeah, I realised
would-
what I said afterwards. Just please.
You would think that the writing of the rules would be a template that you copied and not something bespoke every time you created a warjack. But no.
Sorry, Harry, I'm just stunned by your implication there, mate. Are you implying that privateers struggle with writing rules?
No, no, I'm saying they're very good at writing rules. They're
Due
just not very
to
good
legal
at saying.
reasons, we're going to end this conversation.
Love it.
Go to 10.
Just think it could be more consistent. That's all.
Said under
Just
his
a little
breath.
bit. I'm writing out an article currently where I've had to use the words Warcaster, Warlock, or Infernal Master way too many times.
Definitely cannot see the objective.
Why can I not just say Battle Group Controller?
Because then you could be talking about the
Solos.
non-warlock, non-warcaster, non-infernal master, lesser warlock, junior warcaster, or Regner Gravnoy.
Yeah.
Does Reg not have any
No,
other
she has the
designation?
rule Master Infernalist.
Oh well, there you go. I did not know that. That's a new one for me.
Sorry, that's just me making air horn noises because I just fucking
That
dabbed
was
on you.
The worst air horn noise I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, let's hear you make a better one then.
So
Pretty
so
boy.
high pitch.
4, so no.
Do your air horns not sound like fucking Pingu?
They're a bit lower than that.
Well, I'm sorry my balls
Yeah,
haven't
try
dropped
progress like
sufficiently
this.
on this air horn, darling.
I'm so confused as to what this
so try
conversation
that.
is right now.
So
I
Yeah,
can
Pretty
figure
good.
it out.
okay.
Should pretty good at
Ryan is
Let's.
fucking
Were you
horn
taking a free
shaming
strike from
me.
that one stalker or no?
Right, hold on. What? Sorry, can we
no.
just jump back to this?
No,
What
so
does
it's
Proteus
only
manage to
one.
achieve here?
That's a.
Is
So
the
I'm
answer not?
perfectly
Okay.
within 2 bases.
So I'm Mat 9, defense 15.
Is he like trying to show off the power of shredders at this point. It's like, yeah, they're engaged by Proteus.
Boost.
Shredders will take care of this.
Let's talk at the back's in range. The
There you go.
tail's in range.
Does it drag me in or no?
Yeah, it will.
Okay.
Power strength 16.
Ah, so he's still making attacks. So I
That's
assumed
up
he'd
to you.
finished with Proteus. I was like, that's just an odd place to
Have left him.
and done nothing with.
11.
To the full.
You got it.
Alright, damage rolls.
So that's
Half killed him.
9. 2 more.
There we
There we
go.
go. Movement left
More
arm
than half
still
killed
in.
him.
Second
And
attack
Proteus
then,
does have grievous
I'm
wounds,
at
depending on what
9
systems
with
get
6.
knocked out.
Hits.
You can
Power
potentially
strength
ignore the
18.
jack at that
Right
point.
arm is
Does
gone,
damage.
cortex is gone,
Kills him
7.
exactly.
and he's dead.
And then he's going to use
Much
his
better.
last initial against the shards.
It's the
third
kind of
sphere.
thing we
I
should
Which
just
one?
finished the last
unit leader.
article.
Okay. Defense 14.
No, you haven't.
What, forever? Or
Excellent.
just this
It
weekend?
hits,
For this weekend,
Just
I
close.
have churned out somewhere in the
grab
region of 20,000 words about this fucking game.
Mark, have you ever up the
Fly,
contract
attack,
yet for when you're
fly,
giving over
fly,
Knights
pull,
Machine to
attack
Brad
into
if
the,
he wins this?
No,
talent.
because do you know what happened
defense 12?
earlier on, Ryan?
Your champion,
let's
your
do that.
chosen champion, dropped.
Yeah, but for good reasons. Anyway, point is,
He's actually out of range.
The
We
reasons are irrelevant.
got sent a GDPR request.
I hit, so I'm at 9.
Ooh.
Drag you in. chain weapons,
Yay!
shield,
What?
backler.
Why?
I'm
Yeah.
at 21 because of feet.
I got told that I would need to fill one out in
It's 5
to stop
points.
the project
Okay, it's going to stay how he is.
because, of course, data is
I
involved.
just need a column for the 5.
Oh, yeah,
Makes
sorry.
perfect sense.
Yeah. Now,
2, 3, 4,
fortunately,
5.
my
Got it.
friends are absolute babes, so I'm gonna
Charge,
fill
light
them.
wasp in.
But it's still effort.
Everyone loves GDPR though.
No, actually, wait a second.
I'm going to raise a
No.
I'm going to raise a DC.
I
Mark.
disagree.
I'm going to charge the Mechanic Shredder. Yeah, Mechanic Shredder's going to go
I
in.
strongly disagree.
Okay.
Has Jeremy Posner woken up yet? He is not, unfortunate.
So he's going to go like that.
And he didn't do the wakey.
Matt 7.
Mark, you saying you don't want me to make
well,
a
yeah,
data
Matt
subject
7.
access
I'm
request for Knights Machine?
Movement's out. So
I also think
I'm
I
saying
want
if
to do one
you
as well,
did
Tom.
that, I would come to your house and
hits
kill you.
with Dismantle. Power strength.
Is that a threat to someone's life live on air?
It is
live
a threat
on
to
air?
someone's life live
Wow.
on air.
6.
How nice
with
of
And
you.
four
if you
dice.
have an
How-
issue with that, Barry, I would like you
Need to roll
to
4 dice
message our newly
Ladies
formed
on fire.
complaints department at biddyhamps94@gmail.com.
Okay.
Wait, did you give out someone legitimate email address live on air?
the other Harriet on the other side.
Oh,
yeah.
you're really
Thing
dropping
now,
yourself
what
in
are we
it.
doing?
Totally legitimate email address, biddyhamps94
again,
gmail.com. You heard it here first.
That sounds like
All
a bit of a-
3 of our
7.
viewers, so that's Ryan's mum,
Hits.
one of them is
Jenna,
18.
and presumably me.
Pound strength 9. Up
One
to
of them's
11.
me.
So
Even
here's,
better.
here's the real
Are
question
we just
mark.
watching our own stream to get them
I mean,
views?
Probably.
Up to 11.
Here's the real question mark.
Oh, 7 does 4.
How many
Question mark.
4
4 points
requests
to the
will it
3.
take for you to go insane?
Got it.
Say again?
Come on, mouse.
How many
There we
D
go.
cells?
And then I'll
One.
fire an
Diesel.
attack.
I don't know what that is.
That's
Data
the exact same
subject
thing that Tom just said.
Hits
Okay.
defense 14.
It would not take many at this
No,
point,
you
darling.
need to roll an
Clearly,
But
Tom,
because
he
we
has not done
technically
his-
don't have
his online
anybody's
learning.
details on file yet,
Charge.
I'm
Ryan,
currently immune.
Brian, of course they're going to know what these acronyms are. I work in data for a living.
Exactly. However, so should
Hold on.
he.
Oh,
Mark should
yeah,
know
yeah,
that.
you're right. Yep.
Yeah.
Should
Data
I?
string, I'm at 7.
Pretty sure you should.
Apparently.
You didn't
Up
8.
9
to
actually.
go.
You're telling me you don't deal with
Design
data
to
at all in your new job?
6. Hits.
Well, the one that
Say again?
God's
Boost
sake.
damage.
Sorry, are you implying that I
Off
work in my
6.
new job?
Yes.
So far, I have been paid
A
a
9?
week's wages to be in Skype
5.
calls.
Wow. Once again, on air.
To be fair,
Honestly, just
9.
just
So those movement
draw a
left arm
shuffle.
cortex.
Beautiful.
Is my name on this stream?
Yes.
Does anybody know where?
Oh,
Time to change the overlay.
Explode. Goodbye.
I mean, whoever is watching the stream
Um,
may know that you are inherently untrustworthy.
Can we just highlight that the Shredder did just manage to completely mangle a stalker?
is there any chance
yeah.
Oh, yeah, like we should occasionally
Wait,
talk about the game.
is there a game of War Machine going on?
Apparently.
I just dropped my coffee. I'll be back.
See, brilliant.
Excuse me whilst I spoke up.
See, the thing is, though, all this game of War Machine 4 is to serve a greater purpose. And that is to plug knightsmachine.com, the source of all your War Machine and Hordes
Raid
content.
Shadow Legends. Ignore him.
Go labs. Going to charge.
You lot are terrible.
Well, we're the worst. Right, I'm going to fuck off for good now, darlings, because
Oh.
I really need to get to the big work of today.
Alright.
Thank
Always
you for
pleasure
having
having
me
you.
again.
Speaking,
Dean, of terrible,
Dean,
You're taking
Yep.
a free shirt from the Talon there.
can I tell you about Legion and their
Oh,
terrible war beasts?
Is that
Yeah,
okay?
no, go ahead.
Oh,
Feel free.
Go back there.
I'm willing to support
Yep.
that.
Can I get this
That
shot
is
in?
the PP advertising wording. Legion and their terrible war beasts.
I know I'm definitely taking a free
Makes me
shirt
so
off.
happy, it really does.
Talent's not nice. If I go there.
So is
I
does
should
this
be
look like
fine.
he's just given up trying to kill Gatsby this term? Go lad.
Yeah, that looks good to me.
Because he's measuring up to make sure that this
That's not good. Okay.
although 2 inches was always deceptive on this.
Screw it. We're just gonna go like that. Just charge like that.
Okay.
And then,
Defense 14.
Yeah, so he's
Nat
in range
9,
to go after
with a 5.
Gatsby there.
No boost.
Maybe he's trying to figure out where he
Hits,
can also
power
find a
strength
home for this
16.
shredder.
What's your armor?
You're off 6.
-6 then.
22 with feet.
Oh, my lord.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
when you're going to roll a total of 4 on the 3 dice,
Second swing.
It's not the best way to win games.
it definitely
Not at all.
isn't.
Mat 9.
I
for
would
miss.
consider alternative
Last
arrangements if
attack,
that's what
a
you're planning on
hit.
doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Off 7.
Hits. This one's off 7, I think. One power lower, right?
boost.
Hmm?
Oh,
Hey.
God,
Let's see,
wow.
he's managed to take out all the stalkers on the right hand side. He's taken out 1
Fine attack.
on the left.
Hmm.
So at this point, we've got 2 stalkers and a Talon left alive. 2 Talons left alive.
Does Gatsby have flight?
Fire attack into gas.
Yes, he does.
Oh, then he's not on
Mat
fire.
9.
Are you
Hits.
upset by this?
Boost
Yeah.
damage. Power strength
It's fair.
16.
I don't want him on
Off
fire too.
6.
The Void Archon is also not on fire, which is
I'll
stupid.
spend a focus and take none.
Yeah.
Are they not if they end their movement in the fight?
Not on
Nope.
Burning Earth.
No, they are flying models, and on Burning Earth, they're not set on fire.
Sure.
Sure is indeed the correct response.
So hold on, you know we
Fire
was talking about that
attack
servitor
against,
earlier. It has flight,
Go against the
Oh,
stalk
does
on
it?
the left.
does it not?
Stalk number 3.
I'm assuming the servitors have flight.
Short defense
Probably.
15.
It's
have
fine
no
because he took a fire anyway, accidentally. So
Or maybe not accidentally, and maybe they just remembered that.
You just know the rules better than we do.
You say that.
Don't really know what I can do.
It's accurate, fair. Not even Tom picked that one up, to be fair, so.
For some reason, I can't have a look at his servitors
I don't know.
on War Room.
Oh, I was finding this trouble yesterday as well. Because normally they give you the paperclip button and you can click it. and that-
Oh, they give you the companion button.
Pretty sure that the servitors don't have flight.
we go.
Okay.
That's
Oh, 'cause
some-
none of the ones in
they could have Pathfinder,
Compared to
aren't they? They could have Pathfinder.
I'm pretty sure they all just have Pathfinder.
Because that's how
Okay.
convergence works. If you're on a floaty stand, you've got Pathfinder. If you've got crabby legs, you've got
Charge
Steady.
over to here at the rip
And you've
door.
only got flight if you actually have wings.
I mean,
Mat 9.
that makes sense.
Going in the rip
I do appreciate
for Mat
models with
9,
wings
you
having
need,
the rule of flight.
5. Sorry, defense 14.
Hits.
Does Terminus have
Power strength
light?
12.
Armor's a 19 with feet.
yes.
What's your armor?
A 19
It's a
with
shame,
feet.
because his wings
Minus
are a
7.
terrible one.
It's 3 points.
What? He's awesome. You need
The
to have
Terminus
flight.
mod.
Got
Are
it.
we talking about the same Terminus mod?
The Annihilation servitors have
Fine,
fucking flight. Of course they do.
Okay.
Alright,
Do the normal servitors?
No!
Hits.
that's why Tom's upset.
Barry,
27,
can you raise a
3
complaint to
points.
PP stating that all people need to put little
2.
gimp wings on their
Got it.
annihilation services, please?
Fire attack.
I will not, because that's not my job.
Hits.
What is your job now?
Tom, to
And
the PP
then-
forums.
1 point.
One more
To the
die.
PP
So
for
at least
Brian,
one,
you know all too
so
well.
5
PP
damage.
do not acknowledge my
damage.
request for when lock and load
to
Europe
3.
is. So they're not going to
3,
acknowledge
4, 5.
the
Nothing
fact
out
that
yet.
Annihilation
Shotgun.
servitors have flight when they shouldn't.
There you go.
But look, just remember that
Yeah, that's why I was
Asphyxius
thinking-
went through
Go
CID,
at it,
he's
that's right.
clearly balanced.
Just be like the
That's how it works, right?
bad turn.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how the CID process works.
Fine, I've cleaned the
okay,
entirety
okay.
of the coffee off my keyboard now.
Yay.
And it's still fully functional.
So bad, Eaton.
Actually,
I would have been miffed if I broke my keyboard. Not gonna lie.
Just going to nosy.
Wait, did
Sources
Golub
and
just
headings,
foul?
there you go. Go there.
Did we all just miss that?
Gonna spray.
No,
I mean,
Golub
I wasn't
literally
in the room,
nothing.
so
Defense 14.
Magic
Golub
spray,
literally achieved nothing
magic
there.
spray 10.
Good.
8, sorry.
Poor Golub.
Like, the right hand
Magic
side's gone
spray
really, really
the
well.
Norwich Siren
Left hand
with the
side,
sources and
less
headings
so.
on the right hand side.
You absolutely got it. Defense 14.
Need a 7. Miss. And then bounce back.
It was on here at Fishcord, but the average dice is in fact 6,
just bounce
not
back.
7 on 2 dice.
what's that, Ryan?
If your model is not mat 10, do not make the dice roll. There is no point.
Isn't feeling good. Well, he's going to come back scoring 1 this turn at the moment, from what it looks like.
Got the flag, let's pay it. So next turn, Stalker can definitely get to objective.
Sources and headings going to go. Just going to fly to there.
Problem is, he's
Gonna
not
do
he's
spray,
not clearing
cast,
out
the
approaches with what he's got
Stalker,
left
which
on that
is
side.
Just the Stalker and.
No.
I mean,
No, absolutely.
Talon,
Yep,
what's
okay.
what?
Tanner's got
Uh,
Dark
Tanner
Trail
got
built
Rolls a
in.
12.
So I'm
yep,
assuming it gets to
5
power 17, power 18.
hits.
It'll hit. He's going to die. Stalker's a
think
15.
I hit the
Oh,
Stalker.
could be like
There's
power
still-
13, surely.
Spear,
Power 12.
the spear, the
You're
store
off
spear,
6.
I think is PAL 13.
Six,
Might be 14.
nothing.
Might be 14.
Yeah, but then he's not getting any focus, is he?
It's 30. The stun lance.
Sure.
Sorry.
Oh, the Warwick
13.
Siren. Warwick
It's 13.
Siren given point of focus. So
what
he's going to have 1.
Oh, well,
He's
Gatsby's not
well
enough.
out of control.
Right.
Well out of control for Gatsby.
White Wasp's just going to go.
Yeah, it'd be power 17.
Go to there.
That's up.
Succubus is going to go to there. Going to pop a. Actually, no,
Yeah, and
back
approaches will
on
be
that one.
armor 22 versus that.
To there, it's going to pop a 3-inch.
I
AoE
don't
on
think
top
he's
of
dealing with that easily.
the Blight Wasp's head.
Does that seem fair?
Belmart is
Yeah.
going to run around to here, like that.
So you
and then I'll
have to
pass
kill
turn,
Proteus
I
to win
think,
next turn.
and You win this. I score 1.
Seconds. This is bottom of 3.
I know, it's just 3
Um,
points he needs.
We
Isn't
need
it?
to do a few things here. I'm going to remove the feet from all the models real quick, just to get rid
so
of.
he just
the
needs to kill
token
the
hell.
objective and kill Golub.
And I need to grab 3 points here to
And a little
close
bit
out
to
the
the bottom.
game. So let's see if I can figure out a way to do that. So I think that's more reliable than killing Abby, because on the way into Abby, I'm going to kill some more beasts, which will then give you transfers. So that's not consistent. Alright, I think I cleared all the feet tokens. Nothing on fire, nothing with vengeance, nothing corroded. So now focus happens.
Yeah.
So Iacus has no more Warjack, so he's going to be on 4. He's going to drop Escort in a moment. Scar goes back to 6. I didn't Ritsack yet, but all of her Warjacks are in control range, so they'll all power up. Lich goes to his 5. And this
I can
Talon gets 1.
Just in the background.
This Talon is out of
here.
control, so doesn't get any.
The chat
And let
from
me
the
figure
game.
out what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I need to kill Olab and 2 Lessers. I need to keep a Warjack in the zone, so that'll be that guy. I need to kill a Seraph if I want Talon. to
Ryan, in
come
this
forward.
12-man event, was
He
there
has to
any
get to
signal?
here, which I can
Yes.
easily get to.
Lovely. In
There's
this
2
12-man
signal.
event, were there any
Alright.
scorn?
So
Yes.
I have 3 focus. I can guaranteed play with.
Was there? Have you got a
Um,
faction breakdown? Actually,
So
Probably
we're
make
gonna
this a lot easier.
load.
If you go to Conflict Chamber, event
I can
ID
reveal it. Yes.
1257 as seen on the stream.
We're gonna let
You'll be able to
Stalker
find
number 3.
event.
1, 2, 5, 7.
Actually, when do
you
I
say?
think I make a probe first, right? So we'll add.
I'm hazarding a guess
this
that there is
program real quick.
0 troll bloods.
Not that tremendously
There is 0
matters right now.
ones.
Okay.
Where did I put
What
you?
factions
Did I
are
just
missing
delete?
then?
I
We've got
deleted
Mercs,
you. Alright,
Crits,
You
ignore
got 2
it for now.
Kriegs, 2 Sigmar, 2 Kador,
This new
2
one will
Legion,
come
1
in-
Merc, 1 Infernals, 1
Their
Melech,
Mailer
1
just
Skull.
back down to 1 inch, right?
So
There's
no
n-
circle.
No,
No
it's
circle.
the other round.
Quite
For the
surprised
rest,
about
there's
that.
still 2.
No trolls, no
Okay.
circle. No
Alright, so I have
minions,
to kill
which is
Golab
quite
first,
surprising.
That's because they both changed the Kriegs at the last minute.
And nothing's engaging
see.
me there. I need that
And,
Stalker to kill.
No convergence.
That's because they both changed
Those 2.
at the last minute to 8, 1 to Legion, 1 to one to Menoth.
Alright, yeah, so let's put this probe here. I think that's fine. Okay, so focus. We gave 2 to this stalker from Scar. Put me down to 4. We're gonna give 1 to
Retribution,
the
no
stalker from
retribution.
Scar, putting me down to 3.
Clearly, what
Scar's
you're
me
saying
down
is
allocating.
here, we're blaming
Lich,
Jacob
does he
for not
allocate any?
attending this one.
That War Siren is
Yeah, that sounds
just within
legit.
12.
Do you agree with this,
No,
Barry?
they were both busy this weekend.
Yeah, so you defend
So
it.
if I walk here, can I see my model?
All right.
Yes.
I'll
Alright, so I
not
can
tell the
empower him
truth.
once at least. I have parry, so I'm not
And
taking a
there
free
was
strike from the Nera.
Barry that didn't play in this event.
Yeah, fair. fair.
Okay,
Then
so
you
that
would
gives me
have
at least 1 there. So I have my initial
Somebody
2
convinced
buys.
him
so I
no,
go there.
apparently. Say that
Yes.
is this the right idea? And then he instantly changed the decision.
Good, and then the stalker will
Yeah,
get there with
it's not the
PAL
right idea.
14.
Good old job.
That's gonna have to be okay.
So, we know why Tribbles aren't there. think.
Yeah, because people wrote their lists without realising
that
that the
stalker
right
gets one
ones
from
turned it
there.
out.
Oh,
And I need
are you saying I
stalkers
could
to
have played
basically 2 shot shredders each.
plug?
Once
I
they
could not find him
charge,
on War Room no matter how hard I
can
looked. I have
have
no
you
idea
done.
what he
They're
does.
too
Oh,
much melee
Dean,
as well,
you
so
have
right
to
now.
go to this place that's
yeah,
kind
that's
of long
something
forgotten about
that-
called
So let's
Trollus.
see, but
He's in Troll
let's
Blood.
see if I can
Yeah,
stay
he's actually just a
outside,
trouble model.
Oh, I
Oh,
did
so I
not
wouldn't
check
be able to
that.
provide
Honestly, did not.
flank off
Wow.
I
both.
checked Mercs, I checked
I didn't know
An
Minions.
entire faction existed.
No. I mean,
Oh, sorry, I wasn't
And
talking about
only
you, Dean. I
so
was
Why
talking
would-
about
way to get 1 inch
Oh.
to both.
why would I go to Trolls though for
So
a
I'm
model
only
that's
getting
been
later on
unmerked this
1.
entire time?
Let's get another model there.
Is it a Merc? I thought it was a trouble model.
which
I
I
thought it
don't
was just a
think I had the
straight up
ability
trouble
to do.
model.
Oh, he's just straight. Oh, I'm thinking of I was thinking of someone else. I got the
Oh,
names
you-
mixed up.
Are you thinking of the pig tanks? Like, let's
I was thinking of Brun, I think.
Oh, Brun and Log.
Yeah, and I've just merged the name into Brog.
Yeah, that's fair. That's because I've done that several
That
times
is what
already.
we do call
Alright, so
Dean
this
in the
game's
business
played on
a
1.
stroke.
A stroke.
And you can go up, and then I can
Merging
charge-
words
I just
together
better off the
is
dance,
having a
so I
stroke.
attacks.
Apparently
No, yeah.
Oh no!
That
this
seems a
stalker's
little
stupid. Number 1 has stalker, then
unfair,
he has to go to the objective.
disrespectful to people who have strokes.
Alright,
Good.
so yeah, I'm gonna have to jump because I can't charge. So I have to go here and jump to here.
Yeah.
So the takeaway from this is Ryan's an awful person.
So I no guarantee. if
We
I
already
have
knew
something
this
lit
before.
sec.
Yeah, it's not, it's
So
not
that's just
news
as
to
good
us,
as
is
it's
it
gonna
really?
get.
They call me the Solus Escort.
Okay,
All
yeah,
puns
we're gonna go and
intended.
start doing the turn
'Cause
part
you've
of the
got
turn now.
Because he's got no
Um,
song.
Yeah.
We're gonna go first with Stygius to make sure I don't really mess this up. We're gonna. Oh, I'm gonna use my objective heal Scar D3 before I get to
Probably
the
going to
turn.
come
I
back
go
tomorrow.
1.
My keys on this keyboard are going to be sticky, aren't they? I'm
Okay,
gonna
there we
hate
go.
my life.
Now we're going to Stygius. We're gonna go back
And
to here. We're
just
gonna
in
rip
case
sack
anyone's
this
wondering,
probe.
that is because you spilled coffee all over it.
Yeah.
So when
Yeah,
Scar
for any
activates
other
his turn,
reason.
she's gonna get. Hey, good thing I planned ahead for rolling a 1. All right, so we're on 1. We're gonna have one more.
I'd
for
step
myself.
out for a
Let's go
moment.
with this
Anything
dodge goes away.
changed?
Dodge has been removed from Scar.
All right. So
Scar healed one from an objective.
I think Scar
It's
just goes
basically
and
okay.
cast Dark
So the
Eyes,
turn,
and
so the
then
turn
Rats
started. Then is what you're saying.
Yes.
right
Yes.
now. I can't really move anywhere,
Pretty
or else the Nerf gets a free strike, and I can
Fantastic.
just die on my turn. That's not great. But I don't really need it anywhere else. So let's just activate right where we're at. We're gonna go down to no focus, casting Dark Guidance.
Yeah.
All right,
Brad just accidentally
um,
plugged a podcast there.
So because
Nice.
they're all 2
Nice
inch
podcast this
melee,
time.
no, I take a
Dark
free
Guidance.
strike from
I'm pretty
that
sure that's
guy.
a podcast. I might be
I'll
wrong.
take a free strike
I don't
from
think
the
we can
Shredder.
consider podcast named after abilities in the
Try
game.
and kill him first. Let's do that. So I get the rip jaw.
So he's gonna plug himself later.
All right, so I think we're gonna go with Axiara first.
Yep.
I just want to make sure I don't want to apply dark.
It's just
Dark
really
Lines to
unfortunate
him
left. If he
somehow.
could have killed 2
I
more
think I'm
lights,
fine doing this.
I think I would have felt a lot
Is
more
that-
comfortable
that's-
for him.
For loot.
Yeah, we're gonna go to there,
Yeah.
charging.
Yeah, because we're making him struggle
With
to
dark
get to
guidance, I get
objective.
3 dice at mat 8. That'll hit. It's a PAL of a 13 weapon master. You're not under dark shroud.
That stalker
Torch armor.
really needs to go
Yeah.
down. I feel.
I'm a 13.
The dice damage
The number
does
3
19
needs to go down, yeah.
to his
Yeah.
5.
He's dead.
All right.
He mopped up
I'm
quite
gonna
well on the
give
right hand
myself
side
repo 3. I don't see how that
I don't
could
think
really
he has
hurt.
too much
Just to
worry on
slide
that side
back to the
at the
edge of this model's melee.
because he's still got the
I'm gonna
mechanic
get him a
shredder
little
there.
more out of the way.
Gonna wreck
So
that
go back to right
warjack.
there. None of my other things really matter. So we'll do that. Let's go with the Ripjaw next, see if we can cheat some damage in on Golab. Just kind of shuffling through to
It's
here.
not very nice, but that's
I think I
fine,
had to light
Ryan,
myself on
yeah?
fire for this,
Just
but I
wanna double
don't
check that's
ultimately
what you
care.
said there.
That's
So we'll go there.
Good. No, that's fine.
We're gonna
Just wanted
boost his
to
attack
make
to
sure
hit
that
with
we
Dark
were-
Guidance.
we
I'll
were
get
good.
4
Although
dice.
You are
Yeah,
apparently
that's
just saying
great.
things because my
And I
mic's
have a
muted.
powerful attack. Yep. So we'll hit and crit.
Yeah.
His
Mhm.
armor base is a
Armor 17, so down to 9.
9, and I am a PAL 10 up to a 12 from Dark Shots. This is dice plus 3 with 3 dice. We're gonna do 8 damage to your 4.
Yeah.
All right, let's go next with Lich.
Yeah.
It's activating Gatsby
He
now,
is
isn't
going
he?
to go ahead and charge.
He's going to do some work.
I'm gonna see if I have to move for what I'm gonna do here. I have to be within 9 for command. I can just run. What if I go for this guy? That's probably just better. I'm still, and that one's melee. I'll still have Gang Fighter to 1. So let's do that. That one's gonna charge, quote unquote, to the run to here.
Yeah.
Lich is going to
Did I
charge
cost,
without really
lost
moving. Just
all of
gonna
his...
turn the face.
Did we say the red ones or not?
This
Or the blue
probe,
ones?
I believe it was the
might as
blue
well
ones.
come in to try and get 1 point of damage in, so we'll have him charge to here.
So he's just
getting 3
effectively
inches doesn't
a
actually
super
matter for
solo
him.
now.
We'll do the probe first.
With the, he's got a drag gun,
It's,
right?
3 dice,
Only
and
on
that
the
6
harpoon.
hits does 1
Yeah.
point to your
Harpoon.
2.
It's pretty good.
Murderous is only 2.
It's
Isn't
pretty
it?
good. I quite like
It's
it.
only 3 against warrior models.
Yeah, I have Dark Guidance. I only rolled 3 dice.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, mate. Yep. Where's the damage going to?
1 damage to the 2.
Yep. Right. Yeah.
Lich will
Huge
take
damage.
his attack at mat 7 with Dark Guidance. Hitting, this is PAL 18.
Dice plus 1.
Plus 1, we're doing 4 damage to your 5.
Yep.
We'll buy an attack. Hitting, plus 1, does 11 damage to your 1. We'll buy an attack, which will hit.
Yeah.
Dice plus 1, does 9 damage.
Yeah,
Nice,
it gets
good,
over
good.
that.
We're going to buy an
How
attack
many attacks does
again
it take?
into your
2?
Seraph.
3?
Hitting, this is
4, I
PAL
think?
18 still, so dice plus 2.
That's slightly more than I
Yeah,
was
plus 2.
expecting.
Ooh, boy, 14 to your 5.
Big hit. Big hit on Seraph.
Oh,
You're just like, you tried to kill me.
Buy a swing.
Yep.
We'll
Or
hit.
maybe it was 3.
Plus 2.
that's just that entire
Nice.
side just
Kills them on
crippled
the
them.
dot.
I had
Oh,
no
let's go with the
expectation of
Warwick
them living,
Siren.
but Gatsby's just trivially removed
I
so heavy.
moved all my souls.
And he's got a soul
So
from
my
that,
Void Archon has to stay on the
Oh, neat.
flag.
because Golab is not soulless.
Alright.
The Void
So I
gets
can't empower and run that one.
No,
that
Golab,
one's-
Gatsby's
Oh no, the Raider
closest
Captain's
one.
in run.
Okay.
Okay, so I can.
Like that
I can
rule
use the
always
Void Archon
applies.
Still.
Yeah.
He's only in walk and spray range, but that's
Even if
fine.
people don't want to
Alright, so Raider Captain
Hashtag
goes.
play
Or not
small.
Raider Captain, sorry. Warwitch goes just up to here. We empower the Stalker.
Or Menoth.
Yeah.
Let's go
got
and go with
hand
that guy
assignments.
now. He's gonna go
Oh,
and
the
walk
Monoth
his 7
Okay.
and then jump.
Yeah, he's got direct spirits.
Yep.
So did
So we go
Infernals
down
for
to
like
2
3
focus.
days.
We'll land in here.
Oh.
Right.
I
Yeah.
wonder why they
Unsurprisingly.
did it.
I think I'm gonna do
Unsurprisingly,
a little cheeky
people
and face like
realise that
this
that
in
was
case I stroke my
ridiculous.
Void Arcana. I'll give a back arc. So we'll do that. We're gonna
You
attack the
saying,
Gang Fighter
Dean,
guy
that Infernals
first
may have
because
been
of extended I still have
overpowered?
Dark Guidance. So Matt 9 with 3 dice.
In early
The
CID,
Gang Fighter one will hit.
yes.
This is gonna be a PAL 16 because
You
of
said
Gang Fighter and
not
Dark Trap.
anymore.
I mean, are they in the running to win
Plus
this
3.
weekend?
Does 9 damage to your 4.
No, they are not. Therefore, they can't possibly be overpowered anymore.
Yeah.
Second swing,
Yes.
same guy.
That's
A
exactly
single-
how that works.
Matt 9 hits.
Quick
Plus
question,
something kills him.
Dean. Who's won every other
Yeah, it's
Fishcord
great.
event? Bar one.
Okay, not that it tremendously matters,
So
but I
that's
was attacking
2
the
then.
other one because I don't have Gang Fighter on this
Pretty
guy.
sure it's one and two.
Mate, I thought you said.
How many events have
You
you
said
had
the
so
gang
far?
fighter when I was.
I like to think it's not more than 4.
Ah, sorry, mate.
Definitely start off with 2 a month.
Yeah, so when I meant Gang Fighter, I mean not off of my probe. So if it's cool, we'll just move
Yeah,
the Harrier over and we'll roll on the Harrier's
I'm
grid.
pretty
'cause
sure
I'm
Thomas has won
playing
3
to kill him this
times.
turn anyway.
Yeah,
So
so am I.
Yeah, that's fine, mate.
Okay.
They're exactly the same anyway.
okay, so we'll
Yeah.
buy an
Uh,
attack.
which
This is
one
to Matt
is
7
the-
with Dark Guidance. That'll hit. This
Have
is
I
only
come
PAL 12, so
bottom
dice off
in
1.
all the ones I've played in?
Yeah.
I'll take 4 damage to your 2.
No.
I will buy an
That's
attack,
good to know.
which will hit at Matt 7. Dice off 1. That does 5 damage to your 3.
Uh,
That might have been extra
yeah.
to buy one round.
I am out of attacks.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Or to rub it
If I
in.
go with the Void, I can go here and take a spray.
Don't worry about it. You didn't come.
Which
You didn't
would
come
put me back in the
one way
back row again, but
on the
that's
tournament
fine.
because
it
you got to
doesn't
buy.
matter.
Yeah.
Already empowered there.
I'll take that. It's a win for trolls, mate.
Doesn't get to help.
To win for Barrymore.
Also a win for Barry.
That Harry's left
No,
on 4 health, and that's
please.
all that's got to
This
die at this
model
point.
one,
Works with it.
over.
Clear that zone.
And then just the
Okay.
objective.
I'm gonna go to there. You're on 4 boxes. I'm gonna take a Void Archon spray into him.
Yep.
To hit. 13.
Yep.
Iron Stalker in the back arc. I think I hit. Let me just see what actual
Ryan could
models
move
are
his
in the
microphone
spray
more. That
before
would
I
be hugely
so
appreciated.
blind Nielsen may know what it is.
No.
I targeted your model for what it's worth.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so it hits that Stalker I committed, but not the one right next to me.
Yep.
So I +1, so I need a not snakes
Well, I hope
here.
everyone
So
watching
kill
is
your
having a
model.
lovely
Did I
day.
roll to hit my model yet or no? I don't think I did, right?
I am. It's not boiling.
So then
hot
I hit
outside,
exactly
so
on a
that's when
7.
that happens.
This is me dice
It's
plus
somewhat cooler
1.
than yesterday.
Right, POW 14. Yeah, dice plus 1 on my Stalker. Does, hey, 3 damage.
Oh,
To the 5.
lovely. Yeah.
Yesterday was fine.
Alright, Warwitch Siren
This
on
wasn't
the
even-
left. Walks
Certainly an
7.
opinion.
Again with parry, so no
Oh, I
free
had
strike from the
rain
Nerf.
yesterday.
To
Yeah.
empower the Talon.
Yeah.
I need to also make
We
sure I
live in
can
different parts
test
of
your
the country.
flag. I have
Wait,
models
we
for
do?
that still, right? Yes. Alright, so the Raider
Well, I
Captain
do.
runs.
I
We'll
live.
set
You live
us
in
up on
different parts of
fire
the
with my
country.
flag.
in the north.
Yeah, you do live in the north.
I don't live in the north.
The Proteus
Are
is
you
now
live
north
only
in
a
of
2 inch
Warwick
right now.
Junction?
Yeah, only 2 inch.
Yes, but that doesn't make
Therefore,
sense.
So
you are in
set
the
that back. I'm just
According to
gonna
all
go
the
these
motorway
dirt, so we're
signs,
gonna go
it
north
says
for
the
me.
north.
I'm gonna come
That's
up
because
to
it's
here.
north of where you are. Doesn't make
that's
it the
fine,
north.
Just to
So it's
contest
the
the
north
flag.
then. I feel like you've literally just agreed with us.
Talon
don't want that to be
moves.
the case.
Talon just
Are you north of
advances,
where we are?
and he'll land
Yes,
himself
but that
here.
doesn't
Therefore,
make-
you are in the
Just to make
north.
sure the stalker
Okay,
walks
okay.
7
If
here.
I'm stood at the
and then
very
can
south
jump.
pole, everything
can
is
get
the
there.
north.
Alright, so Talon
Correct.
walks to there.
Correct.
I take my
We don't disagree with this. Moving on.
spear swing into
That
the
is
objective.
terrible.
It's
Incorrect.
POW
rolled
15,
flat.
so dice off 3s.
Yep.
First
Ryan
swing.
is a well-known
does
flat
2.
earther.
Looking at Ryan from the cold
Um,
because his
I'm not going to
all
bother with the
respect
shield
for him
attack.
is
We're
they
going to buy a
lost. I mean,
swing.
there
Dice
wasn't
off
much
3.
left of it to start with.
Does 6. And we're going to buy my
Everything's
last
7.
swing off 3. Does 4.
These are on.
Did you know though,
Right.
Tom, that coronavirus is
Stalker
actually
walks
all
and
just a
jumps.
myth?
So
And it's all
here,
just
down to 2
created
focus,
to avoid the big
landing
disaster
here.
that was Brexit. It's not the 5G towers.
So automatically hits. I am POW 14. So
They've
dice
done
off 4,
everything
I'll
they
boost
possibly
this
can
damage
to
roll.
make people forget about Brexit.
They want
does
this
5?
bill.
Yeah, that's pretty much game. You score 1, 2, 3.
I wish that was even true.
Yeah,
I
I think
really
that
do.
makes it 6-1 there, yeah?
Yeah.
That, by the sounds of things, is the game done.
Good game, sir.
Yeah. My dice went so cold.
I'm assuming that one
yeah,
singular.
kill which was difficult.
Like
Not
Warbeast
impossible,
did
but
not
difficult,
hold
and your
zone.
dice were not helping. Scar, I think, was pretty safe to just a Nerf over the wall.
Yeah, he's still got.
I
Oh,
messed up so much of that because
No,
he was like roughly
my thing's
here,
just updated.
and I could have, instead of going
That objective is dead.
looking at the objective, I could just go, because I'm not really that worried about charge range, so I could have just put myself, like, for instance, 2 inches to there
They're still moving things around though.
in line,
No,
and
it's,
then
yeah, just talking stuff out.
charge in 5, 7, 9.
We'll wait for Luke to finish his conversation and then pop him into this call.
So charging effectively 12 inches, and I
Why?
missed
Just move them both at
because
the
that
same time,
extra
right? It's
attack,
fine.
Thank you,
I'd
dude.
have
2 at
hit
once.
with the coil. That would have been a boosted
No.
coil, power 15 minus 5, which
It's the biggest failing
would
of
have done
Discord, if
5
you ask me.
damage. Oh no, it wouldn't have done anything.
Not being
No,
able
I
to
was on
cause
3
mass
focus for that, so.
exoduses.
Yeah, it just meant that I could have thrown an extra attack on.
Tell you what, I wish that I
Yeah.
could change permissions of multiple channels simultaneously with
Rubbish.
Discord.
I
Does
just
it
need
not
to-
let you do that?
I got the move. The big boy chat.
You don't want
Bob
to see what the freaking code is to update all the permissions in the BTC server. I have to loop through every
I guess you need the actual scoring here, huh?
Yeah, if you want to work that out whilst you're just randomly talking crap if you want. So, how's game?
Good. Scar 1 did Scar 1 things, right? Like I beat and try and get control points and then exist. I just try to stay alive.
Yeah. I would try to go for assassination, but I didn't.
Yeah, some of those damage rolls weren't fantastic for you.
No, I'm a little bit. It happens in Wartable though. I haven't had like, it's like tough rolls. I haven't had like, I had 1 game and I made like 2 tough rolls. It was amazing.
Did you have 2 tough
Um,
models?
No, playing Ogren.
Oh, okay. Quite a few tough models in.
Yeah. Yeah. Just shit dice. Excuse my language.
That's right. That's fine.
Was there no way to get Proteus in on that action?
Um,
Were you pretty sure you could have done?
Possibly, but the problem was that I was much more I was confident with the nerf going in, and looking at it now, I placed the nerf in such a stupid way where, like the Blightedness Sorceress was like, that's the nerf. So I'm there, and then I was intent on getting straight to the objective and going for range when I need to remember that I'm actually playing a really quick caster, a really quick action. So I put that there instead, but I moved it over so I could only just about see the objective. So what I should have done instead was move there, then charge. So speed 9, so I could have charged like over to here instead, which would have meant that I could have got Proteus in as well. You know, I need what was it? I needed like 9s. I don't think it was 9s. So I'm
I
at
think it's
9.
like boosted 9
9. It's 9s to hit.
Yeah,
with a reroll.
boosted 9s. To get the coil off, and then I'm hitting off. And something I should have probably thought about doing was, if I was like that, I have the 1-inch push, which could probably push you there, and then if I can get range with Proteus.
Isn't the Nerf's push towards and the Angelius is away?
He's got beat back.
Yeah, so the Nerf's got.
Oh, sure, I forgot that. So the only thing is, I don't think it would have been pushed, right? Because that turn I was directly behind with Stygius.
Yeah, ignore me, mate. Sorry about that.
I mean, and that was the other thing as well. Is like you sent the Seraph into melee Asphyxius, and obviously that was a misunderstanding apart on how Finisher was going to interact there.
Yeah.
But we were looking at the Seraph moving up and just taking shots. In all honesty, like if you get one lucky hit, that lowers the defense by 2 and just secures the run a bit better for you.
Okay, so here's the problem, right? If you miss, I get to dodge away, and now I'm out of threats.
Yeah.
Out of threat of maybe the Nerf, but if you're moving away from the wall,
you're going towards
it
Proteus.
was Proteus.
The thing is, though, is
Sure, but like wherever he slipstreams, right? Wherever he slipstreams, I can try and use the forest to block line of sight.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
That makes sense.
It's hard to make absolute sense, but I think the Seraph shooting in is a mistake unless you're just shooting at Stygius to kill him, so you can beat back that inch for Proteus. I think shooting at Scar is not the right move.
What I should have done with the Seraph, well, what I should have done in general, just understand that I'm not going to cripple Gatsby, and just go for pretty much everything else, because like I had Shredders pretty much killing Stalkers. I'd like to try and play this matchup again. It's the first time I played it, and it's my second game with Abby too, so our third game. But they've all seemed to go to the. Literally, I've played 2 games with them so far. The Abby was my third one, but the previous 2, one was bottom of 2, top of 2 assassination. The other one was bottom of 2. So I haven't really managed to play it out as far. But
fair enough.
Just a game, mate. Sorry, it wasn't much of a game, but.
Well, this is, I mean, so any games is still an exercise in positioning. I mean, that round 2 of where can I put my models so I don't get blown off the tables is something.
Yeah.
So weird thought as well. So you know how you effectively had to go after Gatsby on his feet turn. You could have got Golab onto Gatsby. I think it was like.
I think it was bottom of 2 or top of 2.
Bottom or top of 2, like 10-2.
Top of 2.
Top of 2. Like you could have got to Gatsby. I think we worked out to about 60% now.
Yeah. I didn't notice that. Well, with this...
So I didn't know it'd be as good as 60% chance to kill me, but my hope was that if he did go in on Gatsby to do that, I would be able to get a Stalker to Abby, which I guess you can bunker up around her. I also didn't do the math. So 60 is higher than I thought it would be on 5 camp, but that's something to keep in mind for later for myself.
Yeah.
Just because at some point you're gonna have to do it anyway and take.
Is that with feet though?
That was
with game.
It was without feet.
Fire or whatever it's called. Whatever it was.
Alpha Hunter.
Alpha Hunter.
We only
we only
played in Alpha Hunter for that.
How was he triggering Alpha Hunter though?
So theoretically, we didn't measure it out, but he theoretically could have just run a spell martyr up and hex bolted something off.
Like a
No, I left nothing in range.
There you go.
No, he generally left nothing.
We were being rather not cavalier.
Every model that can get one shot by a hex bolt was outside of 18.
Nice.
I was factoring slipstream in on a spell martyr as well. Like,
Oof.
No, I don't want to get. I can't get Abby 2 alpha because the game's immediately over.
No, that's absolutely fair. I mean, the thing is, we're always hesitant to click on models because we don't want to accidentally move anything.
Yeah.
There's a lot of eyeballing.
When the game's live, you can click on a model because even if you move it a bit, you just hit the X.
Your distances, it just doesn't. You don't like.
The thing is, if you're clicking around on the board and like accidentally click, it's just like I don't want to happen.
Sure, yeah, that makes sense. That's reasonable.
I did wonder. Well, I thought my my helmet got touched around a little bit because it went like 0.8 inches. I was like, oh. If
I
only-
don't remember doing that, but that could well have been us.
Which helmet was this?
bottom left. I don't know. But I looked at it and it was like 0.8. I was like, oh. I clicked X, but it was like, oh, if only they could move. I ended up pinning them straight after, but yeah. Oh, did has Paul won his game?
Paul didn't play.
No,
Unless
Paul
that
dropped,
was-
so that's why this was the final in the end.
Okay, that's fine.
Kept it nice and low pressure.
Yeah, is Paul all right?
Yeah, he just had some issues there to sort out, like some family issues. So
Did Mark and Jake didn't tell me he wasn't allowed to play because of the podcast, right?
I
Not what we heard.
no ideas. But hey, technically, he drops. You won. You got Knight's Machine. Lawyers were present.
That's how it works. Get the lawyers. Contract was signed.
We've already got one lawyer disputing it.
What's it? What's actually happening? What's
Nothing
happening?
serious. Nothing
Yeah, it was-
serious.
It was just a bunch of shit talking at like 1 a.m. last night. I think it was around 10.
Oh, long past after I was asleep then.
Yeah.
No,
Alright,
thank
I'm
you for
gonna-
playing, guys.
Thank you for playing.
good, yeah.
Congratulations, Brad. I will
Thank you.
post up the scores once everyone else is done. And yeah,
Yep.
we will end it there. If other people want to play games, just feel free to message in Fishcord, and if other people want to play a game, then they can. So yeah.
Sweet.